special sponsor for today's episode, Boom Studios!
Boom!
Yeah! So if you don't know, they do these fabulous comic books.
Ooh la la.
I think everybody on the cast has known and loved and enjoyed them. And they also did that fantastic key art, if you saw on our Twitter, and also back there on our arcade machine. They are fantastic, and they do 2 monthly series. They do Go. I'm so excited to just say Go. They do.
I got you. Well, I'll help you out
They-
here. You got to pace yourself.
They go.
Pace yourself.
There is Saban's Go Power Rangers, which deals with the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. All 5 of them, balancing their life as teenage people with new powers. Holy cow. It's like, when do you have time to do your homework?
I'm going to show this page just because I saw the page already dropped online. But did you realize they sent us this one, number 20? You didn't read it yet, did you? No, no, we'll show it. Boom.
What? Is that what I think it is?
That's what you think it is? So yeah, it's even got number 20 there. We're going to be giving these away to a lucky individual at the end of the show. So stick around. Anyone in the chat room can win. So thank you, Boom Studios, for this awesome stack of wonderful comic books that will be given away at the end of the show.
Boom!
Yeah.
Boom.
And real quick, they are different. So the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers focuses on the team after Tommy joins them. So big stories, big epic battles, big action. Ooh, what's this?
It's just the first 3.
Here.
Giving those away as well.
We're giving them
All
all
of them.
away.
One
So
big
make
stack.
sure you tune in all the way to the end of the show, because one very lucky active member of the chat room is going to get all of them.
So real quick before I get out of Malika's hair, I wanted to
Get
give you
out of
guys
the hair.
a quick update. So we've been working extremely hard on getting this show ready for you guys, especially an individual who hasn't slept in 3 days. Jeff himself, our wonderful technician and engineer. If you refresh the page and scroll down, you will see that there's now an extension below the player where you can play, link your Twitch ID and play a game that we made for you, that Malika and Jeff made, and it's really cool, and it will be updated weekly. There will be new things coming into that game weekly, new missions, new ways you can interact. Now, we were supposed to have the energy enabled tonight, but
It's just in beta.
it's all about story, though. And the story didn't need energy tonight because, I mean, I'll let you get into that. But basically,
Are you
it
trying to
didn't need
spoil
it yet.
the episode?
I'm not.
Okay.
Next week, so you can start earning energy through the game now to where you can give it to them next week. But we have another way that you can interact with the show, which people who are familiar with our channel do all the time. And there's a Stray Logic page that you can go to if you want to help the players out on the show and HyperRPG. You can do that with your support. And I'm going to get out of your hair and let you do your show.
Oh my
I'm out.
goodness.
I'm out.
For those of you who watched our TwitchCon announcement, you saw a little introduction. This one's maybe a little different, a little better, a little specialer. So, Lucas, hit it!
Gonna travel through time, fighting evil we find, break them down, make darkness disappear. Go Power Rangers, you will set things right. Go Power Rangers, you will fight with all your might. Power Rangers, HyperForce.
Welcome back! We are now in the year 3016. Magic! And this is 16 years after Power Rangers Time Force. Power Rangers Time Force happens in the year 3000. Our story starts off in the year 3016. Remember that number. So we are about 1,000 years into the future, and peace and justice reign supreme. Why? Because of the Time Force Police, right? So they're awesome, and crime is at an all-time low, and this is an idealistic world for humankind. You know, crime is low, and also people of this time, they believe in wellness in all of its manifestations. blah, blah, blah.
Lots of kale.
Yeah, lots of kale. So your physical health, your mental health, your societal health, they're very into wellness, and everything's just so good. And they love, they value education, each other. It's fantastic. So what's really awesome about the Time Force is not only are they respected and honored as an organization for, keeping crime at an all-time low and keeping the peace, but they're also responsible for a lot of the scientific advancements of the time. I mean, they did invent time travel, right? So, there are some other kind of civilian applications of things that were originally invented by the Time Force. So, if you all want to become a Time Force member, it takes 2 years of really rigorous training at the Time Force Academy. The first year is in the classroom, books, lectures, that kind of thing, except for they're like classrooms of the future, so they're interactive, hologram, instructional material, exactly. And the second year is on the field, shadowing other officers, maybe picking a specialization, and the weapons training. So that is kind of what we're setting up for our story here today, and we're going to begin today's adventure right in the classroom. So, like I was saying, everybody's just awesome in the year 3016, and so is technology. And, like they say, some people are either kinesthetic, visual, or auditory learners. Well, in the Time Force Academy, they actually prepare curriculum and multisensory displays to help target that information to people who learn in different ways. So, for example, if the instructor is giving a lecture, which is mostly auditory, visual diagrams and displays and things you can interact with will show up to support that instructor's material. It's really, really cool. And that's why people are so freaking smart in the future, because we've learned how to teach them. So we are now kind of zooming in on this classroom, and Time Force Ranger, Pink, Officer Jen Scott, now a history instructor in the Time Force Academy, is giving her students a little history lesson. And what's interesting about her history lessons is she's lived a lot of that history.
Okay, cadets. I'm going to use my notes off and on because I like to get things right and I like to get it accurate. So today's lesson is about facing down the odds. I'm going to tell you a personal example from my past, which you may or may not have seen if you've done your studies. Please, Vesper? Yes. I'm going to tell you about a time when I was facing down Rancic, who was our biggest foe of the time. We weren't sure we were going to make it. It looked dire. He had us. But I stood up to him and I let him know that I had a mission and I was going to bring him back to our time no matter what. And in his pursuit, Rancic allowed his hatred and desire to conquer him blind. So much so that he attacked his own daughter. Vesper, please. That caused Rancic to rethink his ways, turn himself in. So without my friends, without the other Rangers around me, I couldn't have done what I did. The point is, be here for each other. You're a team. Know you're a team. And when you're facing down the odds, remember that. Be there for each other and you will succeed. Vesper?
Listen, I don't understand why we're even learning about history if we could just go back in time and change whatever we like. We should be focusing on the now and, more importantly, the future, what we can do today to make sure history doesn't repeat itself as
if you
it
want to
so
get
often
to the
has.
future, you should probably listen to the teacher, because if anything, you're kind of disrupting the class.
Meanwhile, Eddie is so enamored by the instructor, and he's asking lots of questions.
What was it like? Like when you were fighting Rancic, did you have any bubbling inside of you? Were you nervous? Did you look to your teammates and have like some kind of
you're being too obvious.
I'm just curious. I'm just curious to know everything.
I know. You're excited, and I appreciate that. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to touch you as much. Yes, it was every time I saw Rancic. It was a fury inside of me that I can't describe, but that is not how a Ranger conducts themselves. So I did not let that fury run me. Instead, I was focused, I was calm, and I did what needed to be done for the team. And I always put my team members ahead of us and always the mission ahead of the team members.
So we cut outside. there is an officer, a Time Force member, Officer Jack Thomas. And he's pacing back and forth. He's actually been invited to become a guest lecturer today at the Time Force Academy. But you know, he's more of a beat cop. He's not the kind of person to do a bunch of long speeches about what he does. And he's looking for any excuse to to get out of his duty to doing a speech at the Time Force Academy today.
Why did Senior Commander Varge ask me to do this dumb thing? Look, I know everything about practical and physical plasma restraints, but I don't want to talk to a bunch of kids.
And out of the corner of your eye, you notice some movement between two buildings. First, you see a box get shoved out of a window, and then a hand, and then another hand, and then a person climbs out. It's a small student, and she's looking very suspicious, and the box is labeled evidence. You clearly see it says evidence.
I'm going to try to make my way very carefully over to the area, attempting to use foliage as cover, if possible.
Meanwhile, we go back to Instructor Jen Scott's. Now she's describing the history of the Time Force. Once time travel was first discovered, the Time Force arose because although any Time Force member would never use time travel for evil, others might and have used the powers of time travel for not so good reasons.
The past is something that you can and should continuously learn from. And we were started, the Time Force Rangers, because the past became accessible to everyone. It was a Time Force machine was created, so we were created to combat all the evil from all the different eras. So it is going to fall upon you, cadets, to maintain the peace that we have created here, and not to use it for your own personal gain, ever. And not to let other people use it for their own personal gain.
So you notice Vesper is still fiddling with this like strange device in her hands, and you call her out, but in a supportive way.
Vesper, what is that? What do you have there?
Nothing.
So if you look down at the device in her hands, it's 3 breadboards that have been chained together, a lot of exposed wires, some tape, things that aren't quite soldered. And to the left of the device, there is a little bit of a hologram display she's fiddling around with.
Can you share that with the class? Tell us what that is.
I'd rather not. It's not history yet, teacher. I'm still working on it.
I appreciate that, but as your instructor, I'm gonna need to know what that is.
Please don't.
So please
no.
give it. I'm gonna come over and I'm gonna take that right out of your hand then.
I'm gonna keep pulling it away from you so that you don't take this away
Vesper,
from me.
this is a classroom.
Vesper, can you roll a d6 for me, please?
2.
All right, as you yank your device back, you, by accident, push one of the buttons, and it engages a very interesting vision. As you look down at the hologram, it's very tiny at first, and it's an image of the whole classroom. You see like a tiny version of yourselves, you see a tiny version of Instructor Scott, and then all of a sudden it raises up and it expands to fit the whole room. Suddenly it is the entire scale of the room. And when you look over to your left-hand side, it's the wall, but then suddenly as you guys looked at, now you all can see the hologram. And when you look at your bodies, you can see kind of like a hologram version of yourself superimposed, but then all of a sudden the hologram version of yourself starts like lifting and moving away. It's almost as if this hologram is foretelling a future that is about to happen. And then you hear a loud noise. It's coming from your device, and this is what's happening in the hologram. So over on the left side of the classroom, a big white beam of light cracks all the way through the wall, and then it shatters breaking the wall into several pieces, and then the pieces of the wall go and they fly across the classroom, and then those hologram pieces of the wall hit the hologram pieces of you, and they hit your body, and your body slams against the opposite wall, and you see your own bodies fall limp and lifeless as sparks fly from your high-tech instructional consoles and screens.
Professor Scott, we have to get out of here. I don't know what this thing is, but obviously it could be some sort of a bomb.
Professor Scott, I didn't think it worked, but this device sees 10 to 20 seconds into the future.
10 to 20 seconds.
Yes.
Everybody get down. I want to use a shield to protect my cadets.
Absolutely. Roll 4d6 for me.
$14.
All right, so as you run off into the middle of the classroom and activate your force field device, a big beam of light shoots straight up and then out. It's a big blue sphere, hemisphere, that covers the whole classroom, and it has kind of a honeycomb pattern. And then, just like the hologram displayed, a big white beam of light cuts through the wall, and big pieces of the wall fling across the room, but instead of hitting where your bodies are standing, it instead bounces off the force field, and those pieces of the wall crumble, and you guys are safe.
Ooh. And at this point, I morph.
Absolutely.
So, everybody, I protected you with my shield, but now it's time to move to the hall.
Okay.
I'm going to move my students into the hallway.
You better do what she says. I know. Come on. We can talk about it later. Let's go.
Okay.
I'm gonna help everybody get out of the classroom.
Yeah, I'm going to be protecting my students from debris, from all the explosions, from all the chaos. I'm protecting them with my field, with me, and I'm
also
moving
gonna
this
stay
up by
back
other
with her.
teachers to see what's happening.
So one of the students, you all know her. Her name is Abigail, and she comes up to you, and she's not the best student, but she has a lot of heart, and she's so petrified about what she just saw because she just escaped near death, and she says, "Miss Scott, what happened? What's happening?"
Abigail, we don't know. I'm looking into it. My main priority is protecting the school and getting to the bottom of it.
So as Abigail and the other students and you guys follow Officer Instructor Jen Scott, I just feel like she has all these titles. As you guys follow your instructor into the hallway, you see people screaming and running backwards and forwards, and you hear other explosions. Very similar sound to the explosion that happened in your classroom that hit your wall.
I want to use as many little fields as I can to protect my cadets and any students in the vicinity.
Absolutely. That one that you have right now on you is a one-time use force field, but you may find other ones on your adventure. There's a teacher who runs by, and they are the... There's a teacher that runs by, and you recognize them. They're a computer science instructor, and they said, "Jen, what's happening?"
I don't know. I know as much as you do, but we're getting to the bottom of it. My cadets and I are going to figure out what's going on here.
At this point, I'm gonna go up to Vesper.
Yes.
This tiny device that you have.
Yeah.
How many times can you use it?
I only have one charge. I haven't really figured out how to create a stable battery for it yet.
Vesper, so if you could create a stable battery, we could project into the future.
Yes.
10 to 20 seconds every time.
10 to 20 seconds.
Okay, that could be a useful tool.
You think the computer science guy would have some way of making some kind of battery for us?
Great idea.
As the computer science instructor, as he's running off, he's clearly just so afraid. He says, "Jen, they're everywhere!" And he runs.
Who's everywhere?
And then he's already bolted down the hallway. There's more booms and bangs happening right outside the classroom.
Mrs. Scott, I can help. I know a thing or two about the Time Force Academy. I can be of help.
Okay.
Okay, what?
I need all of your help right now. I need you to help keep people secure. I need you to stay with me, and I need you to do as I say.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem. How you holding up, Abigail?
I'm just gonna follow you guys. How do we get out of here?
You just stick with us. You'll be safe.
Stick with us, but stay behind us so we can protect you.
Okay. Man, this is way more intense than I ever thought being a Time Force officer ever would be.
Abigail, it's gonna be okay.
No, okay, I trust you. All right, so all of a sudden you see two figures in the hallway. They are dressed up as Time Force officers. Actually, when you look real close, the guy on the right is Dean Hines, the dean for the school. And he says to you, Instructor Scott, Jen Scott, Pink Ranger, join the Alliance.
What is the Alliance?
To bring back evil. Evil is destiny, evil is our goal. Join us or perish. And then they pick up their blaster, the standard issue Chrono Blaster.
Chrono Blaster, yes.
If you want to get it, I had the word on the standard issue Chrono Blaster and points it right at you.
At this point, I'm gonna take my my jacket off and I'm gonna toss it at them to try to distract them.
Roll a d6 for me.
4. Come on, Gil.
As you take off your big red jacket, it causes a distraction, and Dean Hines lowers their hand very briefly, and you are able to just kind of dodge out of the way from the shot.
And I tell them on the way out that I will never join you, Dean, and I am disappointed in you and who you are becoming.
Is it okay to just leave them there?
We'll find out.
Okay.
I'm going where she's going.
Professor,
Wait.
Professor Scott, I am so sorry about my behavior earlier. If there's anything I can do to help you right now, I want to be the best I can be.
Vesper, thank you.
I'm gonna keep my eye out on those two because I don't trust those guys.
The most important thing was to get you guys out of imminent danger. We'll deal with them. Everyone gets dealt with in due time.
Don't you think maybe at this current point in time we should find weapons, some sort of means to defend ourselves?
Yeah, that'd be
Because
helpful.
we're just like sitting ducks here.
Absolutely. I agree.
So at this point, we cut back to Officer Jack Thomas, and you're still like in the middle of reprimanding this other student. You got some handcuffs in tow, but you're kind of leading her on with the handcuffs.
I have slapped the practical plasma restraints on this young lady as she's trying to muscle this evidence box out of the window. What is your name, miss?
Chloe Ashford. Listen, no one was even using that stuff. It was a waste.
Yeah, but that does not mean that it's suddenly surplus material that you can take to your dorm or to your clubhouse. Listen, we are going to go see the dean right now. Look, I don't know what all that noise is, but come with me. We're going to walk over here. We're going to get to the bottom of this.
Please, is this going to affect my scholarship?
You're on a scholarship?
Yeah, so maybe we shouldn't go to the dean. Maybe we should talk this out. Do you like coffee? Donuts?
Listen, let's go talk to Dean Hines and we can work this out, all right?
Oh, man.
Speaking of Dean Hines, you see out of the corner of your eye, Dean Hines slowly walking very sinisterly towards a target. And when you look at where Dean Hines is headed, he's headed straight for Jen Scott's, and he looks like he's about to attack. First walking slowly, then walking quicker and quicker, and then full out charging as fast as he can straight at Jen Scott's.
Excuse me, Dean Hines, we've got a trespasser and probably a Dean Hines?
Whoa, he looks like he hasn't had his coffee this morning.
Chloe, I'm taking these restraints off of you. We have got a problem.
Let's do this.
Professor Scott, be careful!
So you're bracing yourself for this big attack, and you're morphed, so you're very ready, and you're protecting your students. And you see he's getting closer and closer and closer, and then you decide, you know what, you're just going to interfere.
Chloe, we need to take action right now. Something is wrong with the dean. I have got a heck of a bull rush, and I'm going to lay it on him right now.
All right, I'll come in and I'll support you.
All right, you both roll 2d6.
7.
7.
And what would you like
For
to
14.
Sure. What would you like to do?
I would like to lower my gigantic block-like head down and ram this guy right in the midsection.
So as you're charging towards Dean Hines, your motive is just to like push him out of the way and just get him disarmed and restrain him, maybe with your plasma handcuffs, and you're going to support him, right?
Yeah.
So as you push into Dean Hines, he's pinned against the wall, and you use Jack as kind of a ramp, and you jump up and you follow with a punch right to the air, and he's kind of just knocked out.
Yeah, buddy, go to sleep. I think we've.
So he
Knocked him
is totally just knocked out.
Nice job, Chloe.
Absolutely.
Hey, you did pretty good yourself, man.
At this point, I'm gonna notice that Jack is in the area, and I'm gonna kind of like stay behind Professor Scott's.
And I'm going to address the dean directly once he's down. And I'm going to say, you forgot something about me. You forgot that I'm a Power Ranger. And that I have my friends to back me up.
Dean Hines is kind of like unconscious, but like.
And then I'm gonna say to Jack, thank you.
Well, you're welcome, but let me lock this guy up in the practical plasma restraints.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So I do so.
Let's lock that criminal up. A real bad guy, right? Doing bad things.
Meanwhile, everybody's kind of curious though, like, what were you doing with Chloe?
Yeah, what were you doing during the attack?
Well, Chloe was attempting to
To help everyone get out of the classroom.
Right,
There's-
that's what she was doing, and she was hoping to use this box of evidence as a small platform so that she could see farther
Yes!
into the quad.
I'm a little short, so sometimes I need a little boost, you know?
Okay. I don't know that I necessarily buy that, but you don't seem like you were up to anything bad, so I have a more important question. Jack, can you tell me who the Alliance is? What is the Alliance?
I don't know what the Alliance is, Jen, but I think that there are some people that we can ask and find out. There's got to be somebody at headquarters that we can call that can give us some information about what this Alliance is. I've never heard of it.
Wake the Dean up!
What? What?
Wake the Dean up! Maybe we can find some information from the Dean!
Who is this guy?
Who's what? Who's what
Oh,
guy?
I know that guy. You don't have to hide behind your jacket, Marv.
Hey, Jack!
Hey, Marv.
How's it going?
It's going great. How's your classes coming?
It's fantastic, thank you.
Great. I'm really excited that you're able to do them all again. So that you could actually learn all of the Time Force officer rules.
I knew all the Time Force officer rules.
I
Then
knew
why
you were a
did you
troublemaker.
break them, Marv?
Can we just focus on the task at hand? If we splash some water on this guy, we'll wake him up and we'll get some information
Jack,
out of him.
Marv is actually being a really good student in class. I feel like
Like
I
a
should
real
say that.
officer would.
It's
Professor.
okay. Sometimes rules have to be
Yes,
broken.
Vesper.
Duly noted. All right, let me try to wake the dean up. Hey, Mr. Hines.
Oh.
Roll 2d6.
Can I support him?
Oh, sure.
Hey,
You want to
Jack,
slap on both
like
sides?
all times? Dang it. 2.
7 for 9.
Oh no, I'm so sorry, dude.
Just like old times.
Oh wait, 2d6, sorry. Oh, so 10?
That's an 11. Oh, it's an 11.
So as you are clapping your hands, making a racket outside his head, he's like, and looks like he was actually pretty hurt because you did ram him in the chest and pin him against the wall. And you did follow up with a blow to the side of the head. And
Jack, you still don't know any restraint, man.
Okay. It looks like we're not going to get any answers from him. I think we should get these kids out of here, get them to safety.
Wait, shouldn't we take the dean with us?
Yeah, what if we do a bio-read signal on him? Maybe something has been altered in his genetics.
That's a great idea.
I don't have my equipment.
Where are
your
we gonna?
instructor would.
Yeah, where are we gonna take this guy? Jen, where can we lock this guy up? I mean, he's the dean.
Exactly. But we have constraints that can keep him.
Wait, I'm confused. Jack, aren't you a cop? Shouldn't you know what's happening?
Yeah.
We're just students. You know the inside.
Listen.
You know the skinny. There's something you're not telling us, mister.
Chloe, I'm a beat cop. I look out for minor time infractions. 30-second jumps back to win the lottery, the Space NBA Finals betting. Look, I'm a beat cop. What do you want from me?
Answers.
That's
Professor
what I
Scott,
want too,
maybe
Chloe.
we could just do a bio reading of him.
I think we should definitely do a bio
That's a good
reading.
idea.
I'm feeling very blindsided right now. We were just in the middle of a history lesson.
Well, I've got my equipment, so I can pull a bio read on him. Stand by.
Fantastic. Roll 2d6, please.
Nice to meet you, Marvin.
Chloe.
11.
Oh, well. As you use your visual scanner to do a bio reading and see if there's any information, you can see that Officer Dean Hines is in perfect health and there hasn't been any kind of alteration to his body or his biology or his DNA, minus the injuries that you just kind of put on him. They're minor, he'll survive.
What does it say?
It says nothing. It says he's perfectly normal. What I don't understand is that I saw him raise a chronoblaster at Jen, or rather, the Pink Ranger, and
Wait.
the Dean would never do that.
He said he was part of something called the Alliance.
Oh, that's right.
While they're talking, I'm gonna try to slip and take his chronoblaster.
Absolutely. Roll 2d6.
4.
2d6.
Yes.
As you reach.
Can I do a super slick one?
Of course you can do a super slick one.
Okay, great. Okay, I'm gonna like while they're all talking, I'm just gonna be like,
Can I notice that he's doing that and kind of do a little block?
oh, can she help?
Yeah, and as you'll see, you have a little bit of an advantage. You have a little bit of stealthiness to you, and you have a little bit of charisma to you. if you
All right,
want.
so I'm gonna super slickly take that chronoblaster.
And can I notice the commotion between them?
Sure.
Because they're just shuffling about.
Yeah.
So I notice that there's something going on.
So
And Chloe just looks guilty as sin.
Wait.
And,
Jen Scott, big fan. Love you, Pink Power Ranger. You're legend. Love you a lot.
Thank you. I definitely don't trust you now. What do you have there, Marv?
Hey, I was just thinking that maybe we should
Put that down
we should
now.
disable him.
Yeah.
In case
Also,
he
I've
wakes
taught you
up.
better than that. Don't aim that at anyone,
I
please.
know how to use
Thank
this.
you, Marvin.
So draw the first card on your deck, Marvin.
All right.
That is a thing.
Whew. Okay. Yeah.
You may tell other people about it. You may not.
I'm just disabling him for purposes, you know? I mean, we can't have a villain going around with a gun.
Pretty close to him, and it was kind of shiny, so.
I'm wondering if there's anything on the Dean there's so many kind of documents or something on him that may suggest something about this alliance.
Eddie, the idea, man. I
Yeah,
love
we
it.
should check him.
You get 2 energy for just being like thinking.
I feel better all of a sudden.
And roll 2d6.
Okay.
And if somebody helps you, you get +1 to teamwork. Since you're
Oh, I'm helping him.
Oh, you are
Because
helping.
I'm picking the Dean up and just putting him in a physical position so that my young friend can adequately search him.
And meanwhile, I'm surveying the area to make sure there's no imminent threat while we get to the bottom of this.
9.
Awesome. And roll.
2.
Okay. Yeah,
No,
2d6. Yep.
That'll be 6 for me.
All right.
So,
Doing a search.
15. As you're searching the body, he does have just kind of regular stuff that would be on a Dean. He's got some data pads in his pockets.
Data
He's
pads.
got, writing utensils.
Writing utensils.
He's got a handkerchief.
Use handkerchief.
Wait, we might be able to use that for something later. I don't know.
What, for science
Fine.
experiments?
For binding, Eddie. I don't know.
But it's used.
Eddie, take those data pads and we can check those out.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna check in with Abigail.
I
Hey.
want to go find that other guy.
The other professor.
Yes.
Yeah, where did
Great
that other
idea,
fella
Vesper.
go?
Chloe,
Where's that guy?
do you want to come with me?
Yes. Let's
We
go.
might want to keep an eye out for this one.
Yeah, did it? Oh, okay. Yeah, all right, let's do it.
Okay.
What is this? That's pretty cool. Do you want to show me that?
Sure.
Abigail turns to all you guys and says, "What do you? let me help. I want to do something. Do you want me to restrain Dean Hines? I think, like...
Hey, Abigail, why don't you take this? I'm gonna reach into my bag,
Okay.
grab a binocular. Here, why don't you keep a lookout, okay?
Okay.
Just make sure everything's gonna be okay, but everything is gonna be fine. Don't worry, we've got a Power Ranger on our side.
I mean, of course, but do I need binoculars to look at the Dean?
Not the Dean.
Surroundings.
In case if somebody tries to, sneak
Marvin,
out.
that's a great idea. Abigail, why don't you also get a team of your friends, create a perimeter around the school from the rooftop, and use those binoculars to survey the area and make sure there are no imminent threats.
Oh, Instructor Hines, you are a pink Power Ranger. Okay, I'll do that.
Great thinking,
You like
Marvin.
her so much, Eddie.
She's awesome.
She kind of is.
So Abigail talks to the other students, and they kind of start devising a plan and sketching a little diagram, and they're going to create a perimeter around and surveying the area for you guys. with the
Abigail, that's
binoculars.
really awesome for you.
Yeah, whatever I can do to help. I don't know. Okay.
Great work,
Stay
Abigail.
safe.
I'm proud of you, Abigail.
Yeah.
Me too. You're awesome and stuff.
I mean, should we fight if other people show up?
I would refrain from that. Let's leave that to some.
If other people show up, be in touch with us.
Okay, I will.
Here's my number. I'm gonna give her my number.
I'm gonna give him a sideways glance.
You let me know, all right?
And she just puts
anytime.
her hand out, and she's like, okay.
I'm also gonna give you my number. You call me anytime if you don't want to call him.
Fair enough.
I appreciate the gesture, but there's a directory of all the students at school, right?
Yeah, but I touched that, so
What
special.
she said.
Okay, guys, we don't
worry,
really have
guys.
time for this.
Yeah, you're
we
right.
were under attack today.
Don't worry, guys.
Thank you, Abigail.
Thanks, Abigail.
I'm not adequately convinced that we have interrogated Dean Hines to enough of an extent. I think that we should try to wake him up a little bit just so we can talk to
I
him.
agree.
Yeah,
Wasn't
come
there
on,
another
the guy-
person he was with earlier?
Yeah, but I don't
Yeah.
see that person. What did that person look like? That's before I came in.
I'm
Right,
unclear. They
you're
just
right.
looked like they were in Time Force uniform.
I think Dean needs a little womanly persuasion. I'd like to do an open hand strike on him.
Open hands.
This
Roll 2d6.
Ooh, 7.
You actually, the first time you use an ability, you can roll twice. One of your listed abilities. So if you want,
Yeah, I want to
and
roll
then
twice.
you can pick the better.
7.
Lucky number 7 it is. So you're very aware of the pressure points on the human body.
Yep.
Maybe right here is enough to jolt him, but without actually hurting him more, because he just was winded. So as you raise your hand, you strike right at his face. But you kind of he moves his head just to the side, and then he's like, "Whoa, what happened?"
Jack, why did we think of that?
Yeah, no kidding. Listen, Dean, I don't want to be rough. She wants to be rough, but we just want to know, what is the Alliance?
And his eyes grow really big when he looks at you, and you swear they're tearing up or something. He's becoming very emotional.
What is the
Dean
Alliance,
Hines,
Dean?
this isn't like you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Dean, don't try it. We all heard you.
No, I don't. Why are you here? Aren't
The
you in the middle of the
explosion,
class?
Dean! And I'm gonna pull out my chrono blaster. The explosion, you!
I'm gonna knock it out of his hands so he doesn't harm the Dean.
I was on safety. Come on, I was just trying to scare him.
Marvin,
This is why you
Yeah,
have
you're
not.
right.
you can't point your chrono blaster at people
I have
randomly.
taught you that from year 1.
You're
I'm
right.
disappointed in you, but I like your vigor.
I step up to
Pick
the
up the chrono
Dean
blaster.
and I tell him, if it weren't for the fact that my device just happened to work, you could have possibly destroyed us all, if not severely injured us.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Dean, what is the last thing you remember?
Well, there was morning announcements. We had some student events going on later this Friday. And then I was in my office. And I was about to check all the attendance records for all the students because truancy is a problem.
So maybe something happened in the office that caused you to think you were part of this alliance?
Idea, man, I love it.
Good
This
point,
alliance,
Eddie.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Dean, I need you to look at me in the eyes. I can't tell if you're lying or if you've been brainwashed. It's me, Jen.
Yes, Jen, I know you. We were just hanging out at the teacher's lounge yesterday.
Okay, at this time I want to do something to Dean to see if he's lying. Is there any way to test his lying?
I step up to the dean and I open my hand again and tell him you're gonna get a double dose if you
I like
don't
this
tell
one.
the
And I
truth.
grab her hand and I say, that is not the way of a Power Ranger or a Time Force Ranger.
Can you just do like a
Abuse
light
the information out of
detector test or something? We all have
exactly
technology.
something I was thinking.
We can use a bioscanner to do a stress test on any answers, but if the subject is already stressed, then the result is going to be positive.
Maybe we can check his pulse if there's any irregularities.
Same thing.
I suggest we go to his office
Yeah, I
to see
think-
if there's any physical evidence, just as Eddie suggested.
Yeah, I think so. We should check the office.
All right,
We should
Dean,
take him with us.
you're coming with us.
I think I just suffered a blow to the head.
I think we should get this man some tea.
Yeah, maybe we'll go to his office and
I
then
think
also the med
I'm
bay.
gonna go to the nurse's
Absolutely not.
office.
You're not going anywhere without one
The
of us.
clinic.
There isn't nurse's office anymore.
Yeah.
Abigail is kind of still off to the side with her binoculars and she lowers them. Maybe I could go with him?
I don't mean to be rude, Abigail, but what if something happens with the dean? What if he decides to go all crazy again and he does something? I wouldn't want you to get hurt.
I think I got it. We have the other students here, like, Steve. I think he's,
Steve is pretty capable.
yeah.
So is Abigail.
So is Abigail.
I mean, the two of us, we're the duo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then I say that Abigail and the team keeps up close to the dean while we check out the office.
I think you should take a device with you that we can speak to you through so we can monitor your actions and see
she
what
has
you're
my
doing
number.
with the dean.
And mine.
I do have your phone numbers and everybody else's in the student directory.
But ours are
That
special. We don't
is
this.
fun, but not necessarily useful at this particular time.
Abigail, take the dean to the med bay. See if you can have the nurse take a look at him and find out if he's all right after several repeated blows to the body and head.
Well deserved.
Is he
Also,
still-
be on guard.
Oh, okay. All right. Dean Hines, let's go. And-
Hold on, before you go,
Yeah.
I want to constrain the dean.
Okay.
We've already got him in,
He's still in the
practical plasma restraints.
Okay, great. He's still in the plasma. Great.
Use my handcuffs. Your handcuffs.
He's in him.
And so Abigail leads the dean off into the direction of the school clinic, and he follows her like a very confused, hurt, weak puppy being dragged by a leash. Meanwhile, you hear all of a sudden another explosion and more people running and scuttling just around the corner.
Is everyone okay?
So as you rush up and you hear more running and stuff, more running and stuff.
More running, more running!
Yeah, more running and stuff. You hear shouting and screaming, and then all of a sudden, you want to go investigate as the Pink Power Ranger, but
Yes.
you don't want to put these kids' lives in danger.
Yes, Vesper, give me your device. I'm going to see if I can rig it to get it going, to give us an advantage so we can see a few seconds ahead.
Okay,
That's a great idea. I'll come with you.
I'll come with you too.
I want to stay with you too.
only I can handle this device. If you take it from me, I'm coming with you.
Well, then who's gonna go get the information in the office?
The smart guy.
I can go. I'll go
Yeah.
with Jack.
Eddie, you go. We hear students in distress. I am going to take a look around the corner to see if any Time Force cadets are in trouble because we need to make sure they're safe.
So I'm gonna go by myself.
No, Eddie, just.
Split up, you guys. Split up.
Okay, I'll
Okay,
go.
I'll go with you. I'll go with you. We'll go together. Okay.
Okay.
Let's make a plan to meet back up. We are stronger as a team than we are individually or splintered.
That's for sure.
So let's make a plan to meet back here at this very same moment in 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Set your timer.
10 minutes?
Great.
All right.
So, you guys, Marv and Eddie, decide to go to Dean's office, right?
Man, we're skipping out on all the action.
As you run off, you notice you have to turn the corner where the loud screams just happened, and you notice a bunch of kids have run out of their classrooms, and now the classrooms are abandoned, and you see 2 more Time Force officers, but they are walking at a very slow, sinister pace, but they haven't noticed you yet.
Hide.
Okay.
Meanwhile, you rush off, and you also turn the corner, and you see both of these students may be in danger as 2 other Time Force officers with very sinister intentions are walking closer and closer to where these 2 students are hiding.
I'm gonna pull out my chrono blaster and I'm gonna have it ready.
That you raided off of Dean Hines.
You still have that?
Jack,
Do I recognize either of these 2 folks in the Time Force officer uniforms?
Let's see, roll 2d6.
2d6. 3.
As you look off into the distance, you don't recognize them at all. Maybe they serve this city of Silver Hills off on the edge. It's a different zone that you're used to, so you don't recognize them. But they surely are Time Force officers, the ones that ride around in the field and take care of civilians.
I'm also gonna scan the area to see if there are any like injured children and other students. And I mean, if these guys are walking out sinisterly, I just want to make sure that they didn't hurt anyone.
Sure, roll 2d6. Also, you get 3 energy for caring.
Yes, 9.
9.
Thanks, Gil.
As you scan the area, you notice a lot of debris, damage, broken desks and walls, but you don't sense any signs of life or being.
How far away between me and the 2 sinister dudes are they?
I would say maybe 20 yards.
Maybe we could fire distraction. I'll shoot at the lights, and the moment I do, they'll look back. You tackle them.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, I don't have my restraints. Just do it anyways.
Okay.
Pull out the gun and I shoot behind them.
All right. Are you using your chrono blaster?
So I'm gonna use 2 energy, right? Okay.
Roll 2. Oh no, you have a set damage for that, right?
I'm not shooting at them though. I'm just shooting at the lights behind them.
Oh, you're just shooting at the lights behind them. Roll
Just to-
2d6.
2? Yes, 10.
So your aim is perfect and true. You totally take out one of the lights right behind them, and all of a sudden it's dark, and they notice.
And then I start running towards them.
I'm gonna charge with them.
down.
So you're incredibly fast, and
Yes.
you're right in front of Marv. Marv is fast, but not quite as fast.
Go.
And he is very long and lanky, and you're charging right towards these 2 officers?
Yes. Just gonna go for it.
Tackle them!
All right. And then what do you do when you get right within their reach?
I'm just gonna put both of my arms out and try to knock them down.
All right, so Eddie launching forward, you get 2 energy for that.
Yay.
Launching forward at these 2 Time Force officers. They don't know what's going on because 2 students are bolting straight at them, and one guy has his arms like outstretched like a giant hug or something, and they're like so confused and everything. And then roll your 2d6.
Eddie, I love your lanky arms.
4.
4.
4 arms.
As you run towards them with your arms outstretched, they just like slap you away. They're like, what is this kid with like very tall kid with the very long arms and big hands? Like, get out of the way.
As
Like,
they swipe him, I'm
Who
gonna
slaps a guy?
I'm gonna jump up as high as I can. I'm gonna pounce on one of them and try to smack his head with the chrono blaster. Because I mean, if we knock out the dean and he suddenly got his memories back, I assume that all we need to do is just knock some sense into them.
Do whatever you got. I'm getting slapped over here.
Yeah!
All right, so roll 1.
4?
4, roll another one.
4. 8.
Oh, 8. All right, so you make contact with them, but they are so strong, they continue moving down the hallway, actually closer to where you left Instructor Scott's.
And can we hear this commotion and come back around?
Wait, they're not even paying
Roll
attention to
2d6
us?
for me.
5.
5. You do not hear this commotion because they are now just slowly walking towards you, and it's almost like they don't care about you guys. It's not like their motive is trying to hurt you two. It's something else. They're looking for
It's
something.
almost as if they're...
Can I still see these guys? Are they still in my view?
Yes, so I would say these two Alliance members have pushed past Marv and Eddie, and now are probably getting closer to you.
We're just on the floor looking at each other.
Jack, what are you looking at?
Well, I want to step in front of these guys. I want to pull a really strong bull stance and hold my hand up like the Time Force officer I am and say, "Stop!" and identify yourselves. If you're members of the Time Force, tell me your badge numbers.
So they square off and they look you dead in the eye. And remember, for those of you at home, the Time Force officer badge can also kind of put people in jail. That's the way it works. And you both have one, but you left yours behind a long time ago in another story. So roll 2d6.
5.
5. You could add some special sauce to that, maybe.
Hey, Jack, be careful. They're really strong.
Thanks, Marv.
They like slapping.
Yeah.
So what did you roll?
It's a 5.
You rolled a 5.
It's a hefty 5.
So one of those Alliance members raises their hand and they're pointing their Time Force badge at you.
I'm gonna...
Roll your 2d6 again.
Save it through 9.
9.
So bad.
And then they engage their Time Force badge almost to, reprimand you. However, you are able to dodge out of the way and push towards them.
I think it's time for the double leg takedown. Am I close enough to articulate a melee attack?
I would say you aren't quite, but you can definitely, with a few strides, be on your way.
I'll see you next turn, bro.
I see, can I see?
All
right.
You get 3 energy for that.
Can I see Jack setting up? And then I want to come in and help him and support him?
Are we still around the corner?
You are around the corner,
I
and
want to come into. No, I'm with you.
so think about what your character is thinking right now. They went off to go to the office. You guys,
We were on our way to the office.
you were on your
We
way
were
to the office.
Knocked over by these weird alliance members.
And you guys were going to split up, right? Or would you follow your
The three of
friends?
us?
Yeah.
I would keep my students with me. I'm the new student.
Chloe.
So as you round the corner, because now you hear some shuffling and everything, Instructor Scott sees that 2 Time Force officers actually tried to put Jack in jail. And
Great. Can I help attack?
absolutely.
with it?
So you ready yourself to interfere.
Yes, I would do how close am I? Can I do physical combat or should I use a weapon?
Oh, you're very close. You're like 5 feet away.
Oh, great.
Right behind Jack.
I would do a double punch into a roundhouse kick, followed by a jumping double kick.
Oh my goodness.
Which would hopefully, in effect, take the one guy and knock him into the second.
I'm gonna say that was. Hey Zach, I have a question. Am I responsible for the modifiers, or are they?
You mean moving it up and down?
No, announcing them. Just wanted to clarify. Okay.
If they want to use them.
Well,
Okay.
I think you just
I would like to
described
use
like a really ultra attack there.
yeah.
You know, with the jumping up. I'm like, that's not the normal stuff. But then, of course, you are a Power Ranger.
That's
so,
normal to me, yes.
so as you round the corner and you see all this unfolding, and then more Time Force officers that are totally not acting normal. Right?
Yes.
You decide to ready yourself and jump up and do a super ultra attack. You do a super ultra attack and roll 2d6 for me.
Pink Ranger.
Four.
Force.
I'm gonna give you
That's not what it makes you guys-
roll again.
Roll again?
Yep,
Great. How many?
just 2.
I was hoping you were ready for the answer. 6?
6. So as you're up into the air, you totally make contact one of your feet as you do a roundhouse kick like in the air. You catch them at the back of their or on the side of their neck, and that one pushes towards the other guy, but the other guy is able to like first, I think he's safe, and then he totally gets pummeled by his partner, and then they get up, they look at you, and they're totally trying to raise their blasters at you, and they say, Jen Scott's Pink Ranger, you are our target. All the other Time Force Rangers are. We want to eliminate you. Join us or you shall perish.
Can I jump in front and do my favorite move, the open hand strike, right at the gun?
Absolutely, roll 2d6. You wanna throw a little special?
Can I come around the corner too and kind of be in between Jen and?
Do you want to team up with me?
All right.
Let's do
I
it.
can do some cartwheel. Some wheeling arms to whack some stuff out of people's hands.
That sounds great. You should have two energy for that.
Can we see this happening?
So they are behind you now, but I'm sure you would turn around and look
Okay.
and see at all the commotion.
And while they're coming to help defend them, can I grab a weapon like my chronoblaster or something to disarm them?
Definitely, you can ready a weapon. Let's let them take their turn.
All right. So 2?
Yes, you roll 2 and you roll 2. If you want to do teamwork.
That is a 6.
7.
And then you roll 8.
So it's 13, right?
No.
I can't do
You
math.
both have to succeed. And you said
6.
6. So as you raise your hand to do the strike, they actually one of the guys that's on the ground and was about to aim their blaster at Instructor Jen now aims their blaster at you.
Oh.
Look,
As
I know
you're
that we have to do this thing and get this information. But screw it, our friends are in danger.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run again.
Yeah, you do that. You run. I will be right behind you.
So they fire the trigger, looking at you through the corner of their eye, and you take 11 points of damage.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thanks for the help, friends.
Everybody here should have started with 75.
I'm running as fast as I can back at those guys since now we're behind them. I'm just trying to run and try to blindside them.
And I'm running towards the arm that has the blaster.
Yeah.
I'm
My wheel hands did nothing.
And I'm readying my weapon.
Okay, so
I'm just trying to at least tackle and pounce and restrain somebody.
all right, epic move. 2 energy. You get 2 energy. You have all the energy.
And also, I'm not just gonna try to tackle. I'm gonna try to tackle them into each other. I'm gonna do an ultra pounce.
You're gonna do an ultra pounce. Awesome.
Ultra pounce.
So, as you are running towards them, trying to engage all the muscles in your body from from your toes to the tip of your nose, and really aim for a height. You roll 2d6.
Plus the 1d6. 3.
Really?
I didn't have the ultra boost.
Okay, I'll let you add 1 to that.
It's okay, you're just baby cadets.
5.
Okay.
8. That's not bad. Right? Dang it. You're trying to do something
Lightning
cool.
bolt lightning bolt.
Okay.
But you come in with teamwork, right?
Yeah, I'm running. I'm running
All
towards
right,
that
you
hand.
roll 2d6.
8.
Lightning bolt, lightning bolt. All right, so as you run towards these two Time Force officers that, they just got pushed into the ground, but they're up and they're really going for your teacher. You can tell by their movements, what they say. They don't really care about the students. It's more like the students were just like in the way. They're the weeds. They're really going for the other Power Rangers, including your teacher.
Jen, shouldn't we get out of here? This is getting overwhelming and kind of out of our control. I know you're a Power Ranger, but this is crazy.
You're right. I need to protect my students first, the school second.
You gotta protect yourself too.
Exactly.
I have been running towards these two guys for a long time.
I've been readying my weapon.
You have been.
Yes.
You have been running your weapon. So, what happens after you run towards them?
Well, I am going to attempt to utilize the double hammer fist.
The dull hammer fist.
This is one of my main primary abilities as a human, and I am going to use it upon the middle body regions of these two clearly possessed individuals.
Awesome. Maybe they are super hammer fists?
Can I try to grab them since I missed them? Can I grab their legs so that he can get a better shot at them?
This is just like the old days, Marvin!
Yeah, don't remind me! God!
All right, roll 2d6, roll 2d6. And
Yes!
you get 3 energy for invoking your signature move.
Thank you. I rolled a 4. What'd
I
you
rolled
get?
an 8.
Oh, that's a 12, yo.
You rolled an 8,
Yes.
and you rolled...
A 4. That's a 12.
Jack, don't let me down!
Because they're super hammer fists, I'll let you re-roll.
Okay. And that's an 8.
Woo! Shout out to the chip.
So, as they are, still like, their eyes are on Instructor Scott, so they're kind of distracted, and they don't see Jack just charge right at him with just like his hands or fists, and right on both of their heads. Oh, and then they feel the impact of their blow, and you hit them on their shoulder and their head, and then you hit their shoulder, both of them, and they are totally pushed back, and now they distance themselves from you two.
And at this point, can I use my weapon?
Absolutely.
2. So now they're down, right?
No, they're like
They're not down?
They've kind of stepped back, and they're like, whoa.
Wait, if they
But
stepped
they-
back and I was holding on to him, does one of them fall?
I guess they do.
Yes! Okay.
Okay, great. So while they're down, can I pull my Chrono Blaster or other special weapon?
Absolutely.
So I pull it on them, and I tell students, we're not trying to kill them. These are, I believe, good men, and I believe they're doing something that is not of their free will. So constrain them. Jack?
I've got 2 pairs of plasma restraints. Virtual. Perhaps it'll be strong enough to hold them.
I found a few in this evidence box.
I'll take those, Chloe.
Thank you, Chloe.
Welcome.
Can one of you guys help me out? He's really strong!
I join Marv and try to also constrain this guy too.
And so do I.
All right, we
Well,
really
I'll
got
constrain
it.
him while you put the cuffs on him.
All right.
I'm going to toss a pair to Vesper so she can lock up number 2, and I will hook up number 1, as we say in the business.
All right. You roll 1d6. Everybody's included. You roll 1d6. You roll 1d6. You roll 1d6. You roll 1d6.
Yes!
Is that include me too?
Lightning bolt. 6.
2, 6,
4.
4.
I got
Wait,
5.
What'd you get? So, that's
2,
6?
8, 13.
17.
I got 3 when I rolled originally.
So everybody has to roll 4 or higher.
Oh, 4.
I got a 2 fail.
Yeah, I got it.
So as you guys try to pile in and make a pile of bodies on top of this Time Force officer, officer, he's like,
Yikes.
you know, like tripping on himself, but also like stepping on your heads, and like you get unfortunately you get like step on the side of the face, and you actually take like 4 points of damage because it was very uncomfortable. And ow, is your ear okay? I don't know. And then around the corner, 2 more people show up. They are also
like
dressed up
cockroaches.
like Time Force Alliance members.
At this point,
Yeah.
can I attack them with a super attack? Can I use my double punch? Can I just attack them, the 4 of them?
Let me finish my turn.
Yes.
And then you can
Okay.
you can absolutely be a Power Ranger.
Okay.
So, so 2 more Time Force officers show up, and they actually showed up around the corner that you guys originally were. So now they're behind you. So there's the 2 that you have gotten a few hits in, and then there's 2 behind you. And then 2 more show up, and they're standing in the hall. So there is 2 behind you, 2 to the side, and 2 in front of your group.
Professor, I don't think we can take these guys. I think we gotta go somewhere. If we need to get out of here. We can't do
Jen,
this.
where are the rest of the Power Rangers?
I don't know. I actually tried to reach them, and I can't reach any of my team, and I'm not gonna think about that right now because it seems as though they're targeting Time Force officers. So you're right. It's unsafe. I need to get you students out of here. I need to get you to safety, and I'm gonna prepare a time ship. So I need you to constrain these 6. I believe in you. I know you can, and I'm gonna go find a time ship.
But they're after you, Jen. They're gonna follow you no matter where you go.
We can't leave you alone.
I'll be safe. I'll be fine. I'm a Power Ranger.
I know.
And I know you guys can constrain them. I know they'll be after me, which will make them an easy target because they'll be coming after me. So you'll know where they're going. Just follow my path.
Guys, this is our chance. This is our chance to prove ourselves as cadets.
Can
do
I
it.
use my bioscanner hologram projector to cloak all of these students to look like the Pink Ranger to camouflage the actual Pink Ranger's strategic exit?
Wow.
Yeah, definitely. You get 5 energy for that.
Awesome.
Boss, I'm actually at lightning bolt energy right now
Sure.
based on your gifts.
We're playing this game a little different, so you're going to add more energy to your other die.
Daijobu.
Yeah. Yeah. So, as all 4, 1, 2, 3, all 6 raise their arms, aiming at Instructor Scott's, you're able to fiddle on your own with a device, and then suddenly a flash, and then all the other students, you know, it's like they're engulfed in energy. And now it's time for our break.
Does that mean pizza?
Maybe.
Power Rangers.
Wow.
Power Rangers
I'll be
HyperForce.
right
Back
back.
on these messages.
Don't go away. How long's our break?
Last time.
Just go.
5 minutes.
Hi.
Just go.
Power Rangers HyperForce. Gonna travel through time, fighting evil we find. Stronger together, building our forces behind. The time for action is here, crashing down on the fear. Break them down, make darkness disappear. Go, go, Power Rangers. You will set things right. Go, go, Power Rangers. You will fight with all your might. Rangers the tide. HyperForce on the front line. Power Rangers, Power Rangers, Power Rangers. HyperForce.
So we're back. Power Rangers HyperForce. Woo!
Yeah.
I don't know if you need a quick recap. Basically, we're in the year 3016 at the Time Force Academy. These lovely people here are Time Force cadets studying to become Time Force members. Time Force Ranger Pink, Jen Scotts, is now a history instructor. And over here we have Officer Jack Thomas, a Time Force member who has been thrown into this crazy situation. He was in the middle of apprehending Chloe as a bunch of stuff happened, explosions, attacks. It seems like a mysterious alliance within the Time Force itself has emerged and is targeting other Rangers. And right now you are with your teacher, Time Force Ranger pink Jen Scotts, and she is being targeted by more and more of these traitors to the Time Force. So, we're in the middle of an action, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So, you were surrounded by 2 Alliance members right in front of you, 2 behind you, and then 2 off to the side, and then there's a wall on the other side. So now there are 6, and you had the brilliant idea, Officer Thomas, to use a device to help cloak the other students. You notice that these Alliance members were targeting Officer Scotts in particular. So you're like, maybe if I could disguise these other students or make everybody look like her, it will throw off the enemy.
Or everyone will get killed.
Or everyone will get killed.
I'm gonna run straight for Officer Scotts, and I'm gonna grab her and start spinning as fast as I could while trying to talk. After we're done with this, just start running, and then I let go, and I'm gonna start running all around them.
And I'm gonna say, I can't. I appreciate your heart, but I need to talk to Jack before any more action happens.
So I forgot to tell you, with the device as you input, also, you guys have been so heroic. In our system, normally you roll 2d6 as rangers, as we have done in our rehearsals, but only Jen Scott should roll 2d6. And you all roll 1d6 because you're just wearing your street clothes. It's not the same as being a more Power Ranger.
Man.
So roll 1d6 for your attempt at the activating the device.
That is a 4.
Lucky day for you. So you concentrate and you activate the device. You go through the console real quick. There's great UI in the year 3016, guys. It knows exactly what you want. And then all of a sudden you guys feel that beam of energy and you have become these like shimmering, like pink energy, like blobs. And the Alliance members are really confused. And you also, Instructor Scotts, you are wearing your pink Time Force Ranger uniform underneath, but it's like there's this shaking, like pixelated pink energy that is going up and down everybody. But they remember where you were standing. So if you guys don't move around.
Can I grab her, spin her, and do the thing that I wanted to do?
Oh, absolutely. Roll 1d6, please.
And then I'm gonna
5.
And then I'm gonna say to everyone else, let's do-si-do and confuse them.
I start doing cartwheels.
So
my boy.
as you try to grab Officer Scotts, just like not being able to see your own body and it's just like wiggling pink energy is very confusing to you, and you're not quite sure if you grabbed her or yourself. And you aren't able to make contact with her or think that you make contact, but you all are like 2 pink things moving around, and you guys decide from Eddie's suggestion, you get 2 energy for that. Yay. For sure. Thank you. And now you're swarming around like pink bees, but you have a heightened awareness of what you want to say to each other.
Great. Is this when I can pull Jack aside and speak to him?
If you would.
And I'm just gonna keep spinning around people while they're doing this.
And I do this lightning speed fast because I am terrified for my students. So Jack, I need to speak to you. I want to be clear about, I need to go protect the time ships. The school is under attack. It's evident. Whatever this alliance is, we need to get to the bottom of it. But the first priority is to protect the students in the school. And I need you to do that while I go protect the time ships.
You think it's a diversion, Jen?
I think all of this is a diversion. I think they're trying to kill me in the diversion, but there is something deeper at play, and I feel like they might be going for the time ships.
What can I
It's the
do?
most
You want me
powerful
here or
weapon we
there?
have. I need you here to protect the students and as much of the school as you possibly can. And there's something else important that we need, and I'm gonna go get it, along with protecting the ships.
Right.
I have faith in you.
So, Instructor Jen Scotts, also Time Force Pink Ranger, she runs off through the wiggling pink blurs that are your
So I don't realize
your
she's
bodies.
gone, right? Because I think I got her. I got you, Professor Scotts!
That's me, Mormon!
And then she dashes down the hallway and leaves you guys in the care of Officer Thomas.
I know
Are we
he's
still
got it.
pink at this point?
You got this.
Yes.
You got my. Take care of my
Yes.
babies.
And,
What do we do now,
And you can hear
Professor?
each other very well.
Have you guys ever seen synchronized swimming? We have to run towards the target, turn around, run away from the target, dozy-do, round around the way, girl, and hit them again.
When do I get to hit them?
Keep moving, don't hit them.
Got it.
Vesper, don't hit them.
I will try.
We're running.
We're running. While spinning.
You're running towards the other line.
In and out. We're attempting to become decoys.
Ah.
We are mandalas of pink.
Okay.
Ooh.
So I want the 3 of you and the 2 of you to roll 1d6.
2.
4.
5.
So 11.
You don't add this one.
Oh dang.
Oh, 6.
I got a 5.
Guys, I really want you to win.
But we didn't.
So, as you run towards, Instructor Scott, and then away, and then like at the Alliance members' faces and getting all up in their faces, and you're just like this wiggly fluid, pink energy, and then down like the other hall where you first came in, they are kind of confused. And then they start readying their chronoblasters, and they're like, maybe we should just target all of them.
Because I don't know that she's gone. Professor Scott, what do we do? What do we do? Professor Scott?
Marv, she is gone. I think we need to converge on these guys.
Can I try to grab one of their blasters?
Sure. Roll 1d6.
Jack, we can't beat them. These guys are strong.
Roll again.
4.
Oh. So, as you are a buzz of pink light and energy, you go in real close to one of the ones that was in the hallway, so the ones to the right of the group, and you're able to like one of those like quick moves, exactly, and draw the first card on your deck, and that's what you end up with.
Silent strike.
Guys, I got a blaster!
Me too!
Great. I need one.
Chloe, you got fast hands. Make a move.
Hang on, guys. I'm gonna get us all one. I'm gonna dart across and try and grab all of them. Wait, can I use
I'm gonna try to distract them while she's doing that.
Can I use a super?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah!
Super. It's
Thanks,
a
viewers.
+2 to attack.
What? Seriously?
And so roll your
Thanks, you
d6
guys.
and add 2.
6.
Whoa.
Oh.
Yeah! Booyah!
So you go in and like ching 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 ching, almost like a tornado or a pinball machine. You
I'm feeling
go
this
in, you go very quickly. Yes, you do resonate with the pink.
Oh.
And you were able to like very, quickly grab a bunch of things from these other officers. It's happening so fast, you're not quite sure what you're grabbing there. And you collect 3 items. Do you keep them to yourself, or do you distribute them amongst your partners?
I give one of them to Ed and then one to Jack.
Jen's taking Jack. You draw your first card,
Okay.
and then Jack, you draw your first card. That's what she hands you. And then you draw your first card. That was what you snatched.
Nice.
All right. So they're still kind of like, wait a second. Yeah, what happened? As many of them have lost their weapons.
Guys, this is our chance. We gotta get out of here.
What kind of weapons did you all get?
I have a chrono blaster.
I have a blaster.
I got a chrono saber.
I got a chrono blaster.
You're not here.
I'm just hoping you're taking good care of them.
I got a vector weapon.
Whoa.
Yeah, but that weapon's only good with other vector weapons, so I'll have to use my chrono blaster along with all of you.
Let's take these guys out.
Wait, we can't just attack them. They're human beings. They may be mind controlled, but they're still human
Can we
beings.
set these to stun?
Correct! Set the weapons to stun. That's the only humane way.
Yes.
I actually didn't know this had that function. Cool.
I was going to tell you that earlier before you said that light, but
This Peltaway school is so important.
So I take aim with my blaster, I set it to stun, and I aim at the nearest baddie.
All right, I think that to the right of you, there is one that you stole the chrono blaster away from. So
Yes.
are you pointing probably straight at him?
Straight at him.
And roll 1d6.
5.
Remember, if you use a super, it is a +2 to attack. If you
Yeah.
use a mega, it's +2 to damage.
I'd like to use-
Ultra adds dice to attack and damage.
I'd like to use a super, and
Okay.
what I do is, instead of just taking aim, I do a tumble towards him to get even closer to make sure my aim is true.
Oh, absolutely. Okay. So, what did you get on your roll?
5 for the first one,
Okay.
and then my second one is a 4.
You only roll once, and you
5.
add +2.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So,
7.
7. 7. Awesome. So, as you aim your chrono blaster right at their chest to stun them, or so you think,
Yes.
you fire, and as it hits their body, they're completely like, you're not quite sure if you stun them or you just hurt them. And that Alliance member like falls back and clutches their side and then runs away. But the other Alliance members don't back down as that Alliance member flees the scene.
All right.
There's
One
still
down,
5
5 to
other
go.
ones, and 2 of them actually still have weapons.
Then I'm actually, I don't know which ones has weapons, so I'm just gonna take out my chrono
The
blaster.
2 that are forward, because they were a little, they had distanced themselves after Jen, got in that awesome, like, jump up in the air and kick them, and then the other one hits the other guy kind of thing. So they're still armed, but between Vesper and Chloe, the rest, you've taken one thing away from them. They may have other things on them, as they are regular Time Force members, and they are known to have many things on their arsenal.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out my chrono blaster and I'm gonna aim it at the ones further away. I'm gonna aim it at the ones further away while talking, obviously, to Jack. Jack, where did Professor Scott's go? And I'm gonna aim, and I'm gonna just shoot straight at their. This is set to stun. I'm gonna shoot at their head.
You're gonna shoot at their face.
It's stun, right? Yeah. It's set to stun. I just want to like tase them and shock them out of this whatever is going on. Because if we can get them on our side,
Actually,
then that's.
roll 1d6 for me.
4.
Roll again.
1.
No, roll again.
Oh yes! Woo! 5.
Roll again.
What?
We're like connected.
Do I get like special points for that? You know what? Can I supercharge the shots?
Oh, there you go.
Wait, can I stack? Because there's a lot of supers and I want to use them.
Yeah.
I can?
Oh.
Can we stack?
Oh my gosh! Okay,
Yes!
I wanna since I wanna.
So that's +2 when you roll your attack.
I don't want to use all of it up. I'm just gonna use 2. I'm gonna use 2 supers. I'm gonna supercharge this shot at this dude's face.
Thanks, you
So
guys.
it's +4 to your roll.
Yes, 8.
Awesome. So as you aim towards one of their faces, now roll to attack.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so do I just take away energy, right?
Excuse me. Roll for damage.
Ooh. 4. I don't need to do damage. I just got to hit.
So you just got an awesome hit, and it goes straight for their face, and they do not like this. They turn their head slightly, and then it's just kind of like this, and they are. It's almost
So is
like
his face
the
like
energy
frozen, like-
hits their face, and then it travels down the rest of their body. As you watch the rest of their body seize up and like just fall over like a domino. And
Lights out, bro.
These blasters are so useful.
That was cool.
Thanks.
Marvin, don't worry about where Jen is. She's taking care of important business. She's the Pink Ranger.
Yeah, she can handle herself.
I just don't want her to go off alone. I mean, if these guys are as strong as they are, and we have enough trouble dealing with them as a group.
What is she doing alone?
Stay focused on the fight. We've got to take this other guy out.
All right.
So there's one guy left that's armed?
Yes, there is one guy left. Who's
I'm gonna-
standing next
I'm
to the
gonna-
guy that just got in the face.
Can I run towards him with my chrono saber?
Sure.
Yeah.
Woo!
They're gonna try to defend themselves.
Can you set that to stun too?
It's that stun, and I'm gonna use a super.
All right. So you're gonna add 2 to your roll, whatever you get right now.
Watch, we use these up so quickly, we're gonna have like nothing left.
I got 4.
4. So, lucky you for being so super. As you aim right at the other Alliance member. Where are you aiming?
Just towards his arm.
Towards his arm. So as he was about to, raise his arm to maybe aim their chrono blaster at you, it actually makes like perfect contact, and it goes through their chrono blaster, and it kind of deactivates it, and it shakes and stutters, and there's sparks, and he's like, what? And then the rest of his body gets absorbed by the stun, and all of a sudden that guy also falls over like his buddy over there, but his chrono blaster is completely disabled.
2 down.
So those are the only 2 guys that were armed, right?
Well, from what we know, I mean, we took chrono blasters from them. We don't know if they have chrono sabers on them or vector weapons.
Generally, Time Force officers in their normal uniform state would only be carrying basic bio, reading material, and their chrono blasters.
Thanks for reminding me, Jack. But they still have their badge and.
Marv, come with me. Let's frisk them.
Confiscate their badges.
Can we run up to these guys while they're on the floor and just give them a quick pat down?
Oh, while they're like, "Ooh," like this.
I'm just the person who like use my feet and kind of like nudge it to make sure that like I don't get zapped.
So one guy's got like one shoulder up, and then the other guy's like got the other shoulder up. They're like the mirror version of themselves, but like their eyes, they still have control of their eyeballs, and so they're like just looking at you.
Oh, this is so creepy.
And as you try to nudge them with your the toe of your foot,
I'm nudging with the tip of my blaster.
And with the tip of your blaster, and they react to the nudge, but they're like,
Okay, this should be safe.
I ask one point blank, do you have any other items?
They can't talk to you.
and
They're
then
stunned.
that person turns and looks at you, and it's like their tongue got really fat, and they're like,
That's what happens when you zap them in the face.
Wait, what if now, like the Dean, these guys are awake? I don't want to be zapping awake human beings. Is there some way we could maybe
incapacitate them with the cuffs? Lock them up.
I don't have the cuffs, Jack.
Each of them are carrying cuffs, Marv.
Great idea. I look for the cuffs. I restrain them.
I do the other guy too. I grab the cuffs from him and I restrain him.
But are there anyone else there?
There were, but it seems like they have run off, as they probably don't also want to get stunned.
Yeah.
Things like that happen.
That
Not to
face
mention-
shot really got them scared.
I think they've realized that Professor Scotts is not with us anymore. So that means she's in danger.
Not necessarily. She's the Pink Power Ranger. Something tells me she can handle herself.
Meanwhile, as you guys are having this discussion, the two are out now on their ground, and they are secured, and they're like,
How do we do? I've never used this gun on
If we
stun
stun
before.
them twice, does that mean they become unstunned?
You're like super smart and stuff. I feel like that is
No, that is not the case. We are the Time Force. We only use appropriate force for an appropriate action. We do not do overkill.
Well, then how do we wake these guys up? I mean,
Three-
I'm sorry.
3 energy for you, yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to shoot you in the face. You're kind of evil.
Well, if they're officers, do they have anything on them that's like medicated that they like maybe like soothe their stunned state that we could use?
Nope.
Wait,
I'd like to run to the medical office and salvage any leftover supplies.
we don't know how far that is. We have to stay together.
Call Abigail.
Hang on.
If you run off, as a student at the Time Force Academy, if you run off, you're going to distance yourselves quite a bit from the other students.
Oh, I don't want that.
Guys, let me check this evidence box that I commandeered, and there might be a first aid kit in here.
Yeah,
Good
that's
call.
a great idea. Not to mention, maybe we should deal with the fact that we haven't gone to the dean's office to look for the clues to begin with.
Yeah, we were heading that way, but then arms and slaps and stuns.
Look,
there was a lot of things
these
happening.
guys
Things
are
that were out of our
restrained.
control.
Marv, these guys are restrained. They might be a little bit, but they're fine.
They're gonna come too.
They're gonna shake it off. Why don't we continue
I just
the
feel a little
angle towards
guilty.
the dean's office?
Yes.
As you're saying that, one of the guys that tried to respond to you is like doing one of these sticky mouth things, like,
What is wrong with him? Hey, guy. Hey, you
Huh?
okay?
yeah.
Whoa. Well, I think he's okay.
It's like the stun is starting to wear off
Good.
from
Oh, looks like we
the
didn't
face
need to
down.
double stun him.
Hey, stun person, what happened?
You stunning me in the face, idiot.
I mean, well, I didn't do it. He did it.
Okay.
First off. Second, what is this alliance that you all keep speaking of?
You wouldn't get it. You're just a kid.
Oh.
Whoa, wait. So he's back to normal, but
No,
he
he's
still
not
knows
back to
what,
normal.
what this alliance
You know
thing
what?
is.
I think we do need to double stun him to really get
Whoa,
some
whoa,
solid answers out of him.
whoa, hey,
He
Chloe.
just called us a
Chloe,
kid.
Chloe.
Clearly.
It's okay. He's probably still brainwashed, okay? And if anything, we could get some information out of him. We haven't gotten a restrained alliance member.
I'll give this a shot. I mean, I know about the alliance because I've already joined it. I want to recruit these guys into it, so I figured an expert alliancee like yourself could give us some details.
I'm gonna lie and help him as well. Yeah, I don't feel like joining the alliance unless if I hear some good details about this.
Spread the gospel of the alliance.
You get 4 energy. You get 2 energy. For being so clever. And roll 1d6, both of you.
Okay.
Eddie.
Right?
6!
Oh, 7! I got a lightning bolt and +1 in charisma.
Charisma or something else? Deception.
Does deception lie under charisma?
It's okay, you got
Dang it, old D&D rules.
it. What you say, kid?
I'm not gonna join the alliance without some good, solid proof of what it's all about.
And I've told him because I am so alliance, it's like crazy, but I figured someone who's been more alliance than me could help him out. So tell him
Yeah.
about this alliance-ness.
Aren't you just sick of the world today?
Yeah. Yeah.
I kind of am, but I'm not yet persuaded.
So what's the alliance gonna do about that?
I mean, think about, your kids, like, man, don't get stunned in the face.
It's okay. Do you need some water or anything, or?
I don't think I can swallow.
Oh, fair enough. So the world today, you don't like it. So the alliance.
I mean, like, dude, like, what is being a Time Force officer all about? Like,
Hey, it's about protecting the peace, alright?
we basically live in a utopia, dude.
How would you want it any other way?
Yeah, and what's the alliance gonna do to make that different?
Yeah, you're not really selling this to me, guy. I mean, I was gonna join, but now.
You guys just wouldn't understand.
Hey,
Listen,
Hey, you told me you were part of the alliance, guy. Are you lying to me?
I am. It's so cool. Tell them about what we do.
hey, listen, Jack. I believe that children are our future. Teach them well.
What do you want from me, dude?
We want to know what you want to know.
Look,
dude.
I don't think we're gonna get any answer out of these guys. I think we should just leave them here while they're doing their stupid alliance thing and go to the dean's office.
Okay.
Agreed,
I'm
Marv.
with you.
All right, you stay there, buddy.
He just kind of does this like, almost like a lizard, like.
He's just creeping me out, man.
Let's go to the dean's office.
All right.
All right.
I'm not renewing my membership.
All right. So as you head off to the dean's office, yeah. So you're thinking about the surrounding a little bit, Officer Thomas. And so if you go kind of down the hall, you're going to hit kind of the large open area that is like the main hall that has statues and art pieces that are dedicated to the Time Force, and it has like an information desk. It has holographic projections. It's a very nice celebratory entranceway. But there could be a lot of people in this area. It's very open and there's not a lot of place for coverage. If you kind of go down like the back, so originally you went in and you made a right. If you went back towards the left, it's a side alley, and it kind of goes around the side of campus, and it has high ceilings on both sides. And it's kind of a perfect place to get ambushed or ambush somebody, but it's quicker than the main way.
So that way is quicker to get to the dean's office.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think we take the quick way because we're not sure how many more of these.
I'm not even gonna think about it. I'm just gonna run that way.
Possessed creatures are going to appear. So hey, Marv, slow down.
Hey, come on! This is the quick. This is a shortcut.
We are a team. Stay together.
Jack, come on, man. I know where to go.
The last time we had this conversation, you ended up in the brig, pal.
And you hear my voice in your head. You're stronger as a team than you are apart or individually.
Yeah, no offense. I like you, Marv. You're pretty cool, but
Look, I want to get there as quick as possible. Okay, I don't know what's going on, and I just want to make sure everyone's safe. I'm sorry if I put you guys in danger. I didn't mean to do that.
Marv, we just all gotta stick together. Like, I run fast, but I run better with all of us.
You're right.
We're running down Ambush Alley.
All right, so as you head down Ambush Alley, by now you're...
We're gonna cautiously run down with our guns, set to stun.
Super cautiously.
We're gonna be like
It's more of a lope.
Yeah,
Lopey
it's
kind
a
of
down the alley, and as you go down, you notice some of the other students. There's this kid. You think he had a crush on Abigail, and he's just standing there, posted. Like he was part of the perimeter that Officer Scott's first, maybe suggested.
I run up to him and I ask, have you seen anything suspicious? Are you okay?
Oh man, Vesper, what is going on? I hear explosions and shots fired. I mean, was that you guys?
There's a situation. We are handling it as best as we can. Did you see anything out of place? Anybody run by here?
Yeah, so other Time Force officers are gone cray-cray or something, and holy wow, is that a chrono blaster? And he kind of takes notice of your new weapon.
Hands off the chrono blaster. This is well earned. Maybe
Where'd you
one
get
day
that?
you'll get one too. I got it from a Time Force officer.
What?
We're doing some serious cadet work today.
No, we're
Remind me of your
students. We're not even full year into our program. We're supposed to be nose to the grindstone, remember books?
We're in the advanced class now.
Desperate
maybe
times.
you haven't noticed things are kind of a little bit crazy right now.
Hey, yeah, but I'm not gonna that's not my job.
Hey guys,
I'm
we're
just
getting
getting in the
distracted. We're getting distracted.
I want to frisk this guy for items. He seems suspicious.
Wait, Vesper.
He said
Wait.
cray-cray.
Before we do any of that stuff, I'm sure he's fine. Hey,
What?
I am actually an undercover agent. I've been in the class the whole time, surveying everything, and I'm really proud of what you're doing. I am. You're doing a great job here, and why don't you stick to it? Hey, have you happened to see any suspicious, I don't know, time cadet people walking towards the dean's office by any
Did you
chance?
see Abigail go with Dean Hines towards the Meds Bay?
Oh yeah, she totally did. I
Great.
made sure that she did.
Now back to my question.
Made sure that she did.
I just want to.
Yeah, I mean, you don't trust Abigail?
Oh, I guess that's what you meant by made sure. He means no harm. He means no harm. Did you happen to see anybody walking towards the dean's office or from the dean's office?
No, I mean, honestly, I haven't really been thinking about it. I've been just kind of distracted with all the explosions and people screaming and shots fired. And
All right, listen,
Look, this guy
Jackson,
doesn't
you
know
keep
anything.
your post.
No.
You kids, let's go to the dean's office right now. We're wasting time.
Yeah.
You got it. Hey, as we walk towards the dean's office, hey, Jack, back there earlier, I thought I heard Professor Scott's voice in my head. I wonder if she can contact me in some way. Maybe I can contact her.
Well, I don't know, Marv. Maybe you're just hearing things.
I hear that. What do the Rangers do in these secret areas that only they can go to?
Yeah.
I
Well,
wouldn't know. I'm not a Power Ranger.
Look, our time in the Force, I heard some people talking about a secret hangar.
Yeah.
Well, a secret part of the hangar. And I know that as cadets, we're not allowed to go to the time ships, but I think this calls for extreme measures.
Yeah, rules are being broken here. We have chrono lasers and guns and swords.
Look, Chloe, there's always been rumors of vast underground spaces under the Academy, but I've never been down there. I don't even know if it's real. And as a matter of fact, it doesn't even matter to me because my job is to the citizens of the city and keeping you guys safe.
At this point, are we already at the dean's office? It's like we're like walking talk. No,
you're
we're slowly
you're just kind of walking past. I mean, you told me you're carefully going, so
Good
you're
point.
not like, yeah, because if you, this is the kind of hallway where if you're like pounding the pavement, it echoes in the hall.
Oh, okay.
So I whispered to Eddie, have you heard anything about these underground corridors? I hear that you're pretty savvy with the goings-on around here.
I've heard of some things, but it is one of these things that it's been all rumors, but no visuals.
Eddie,
I got it. Why don't we just...
why haven't you told me about this? In our 2 months of friendship, you have never told me once about any cool underworkings, man.
I know very little about it.
So what do you know?
I just know that there's been rumors of this actually existing.
How would we get there?
Look, Jen told me where she was going generally, and it may or may not be in some mystery area of the Academy, but that doesn't matter. If she needs us, she will call us. Let's stay on course and go to the Dean's office and see if we can find any evidence of this alliance or what might have happened to Dean Hines.
Professor Scott! I'm trying to contact her by just plugging one ear. Professor Scott!
Roll 1d6.
One. Professor Scott!
As you raise your hand, just like all the other Time Force officers you've seen, towards your bare earlobe, you do not feel.
This is why I don't get natural one, folks.
You do not
Professor Scott!
feel or hear anything.
Dude, we're in an echo hall.
Oh, sorry.
Your voice.
It's nothing.
While we're walking, can I just ask Vesper, you got zapped earlier. Like, are you
Yeah.
okay?
Only my dignity is truly hurt.
Okay, well, just want to make sure you were fine.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No problem.
Professor Scott!
Okay, let's figure something out here.
Okay.
Let's get to the Dean's office.
Okay.
Let's pick up our pace.
Sure. So as you pick up your pace, but like kind of light-footed doing it, right? Okay. You hear all of a sudden a sound from behind you. It's Steve. He's like, "Hey guys, come back here! Help! Help!"
Whoa! Yeah, what's up?
So as you kind of scurried your way closer to the Dean's office, you're almost there. You're like 2/3 of the way there. You turn around and you see Steve, and all of a sudden he sees more and more of the white uniformed Time Force officers, and they're like coming more and more. 2, 4, 6, 12, 15. They're coming down the hallway, and Steve runs away towards you guys, and then kind of dashes off to one of the side hallways. But those guys keep running forward, charging at you guys.
Oh.
Don't go back. Just go forward.
Just keep going. Not towards these guys.
And Steve ran away?
Steve ran away.
got the right idea.
Darn.
I say we should we go into we should go into Dean's office and lock the doors.
No,
do that.
remember your training. Stay together. I know you can do this.
We'll run together to the dean's office and lock the door.
Yes.
Running together.
Yes.
And
So-
I'm running backwards
Oh, awesome.
like this with my blaster pointed at
Hey,
the
you
guy.
got a great idea. I'm running forward while looking backwards with my blaster.
That's a better idea.
Roll 1d6.
Oh, yikes.
Oh no.
5.
5. So you notice it does slow you down, but you are able to keep a good aim at the ones that are in the front row, but they're a little too far for your blaster right now.
And at this point, they're like coming in waves, right?
Right. And then as you get closer and closer to the dean's office, running backwards from this horde of people who are, just charging like they are possessed or something. You make it to the dean's office. There's a door, and it's just a door handle, and there's a glass, and you can see that the dean's office is empty, but the light is on.
We have to go inside
Go, go,
immediately.
go, go, go.
Yeah,
I open the door and I rush in.
We all rush inside.
As you rush inside, you notice Instructor Scott's, and she backs in through the other way, and
Professor Scott, you're safe.
but you guys, as you kind of like close the door, she readies her chrono blaster right at them, and then she notices you guys off to the side, and she's worried, and then she kind of takes off and allows those Alliance members to chase after her.
Oh no.
Professor Scott's.
And I yell back, I'm doing this to protect you. They'll follow me.
I happen to have a vector weapon, which was commandeered by Vesper from some of the initial Alliance initiates. Perhaps I might lay a volley down to
Wait, you did
attempt
that.
to get any cover to Jen.
Sure, absolutely. So
I
there's an energy cost to that.
Yeah.
So you have to turn your dice back down. So there is an energy cost, but there is a damage. You should have
No lightning bolt
quite
for
a bit,
you.
right?
Damage 18. Do I roll
Yes.
for the hit?
Yes.
That's a 3.
Should you make it super?
Ooh.
We might need that.
Maybe it
Yeah,
could
we
be.
are. We're gonna need
Maybe
that.
it's like super.
Oh wait, we have 9. You just start
Do I
using them,
super?
dude.
Yeah, we
Why
might
not?
use them. Make it super!
Yeah.
Okay, you darn kids, I'll mega this one.
I said super.
Mega is to the damage. Super is to the attack.
Dude,
All
just
right,
use like all supers,
super
man. Make
on
sure
the
it
attack
hits.
with a 3.
Okay.
Wait,
Use multiple.
no, use the super.
2 supers.
Yes.
To my 3.
Okay. They roll 2 supers, or you use 2 supers as you lay down your vector weapon, and as the horde of Alliance members run past the Dean's door, totally disregarding you guys and the weapon that's aimed at them, you hit the group of them for 18 points of damage, and then you
Whoa,
take
Jack.
down 6 of them. But they are just kind of pushed back by the blast, so they aren't killed. They're just disoriented and pushed way, way far back, and they have to kind of regroup, and that buys Officer Scott some more distance as she runs
And I
off.
yell
trying
back,
That's amazing.
thank you, Jack. I knew you could do it.
Where is she going? Where's Jen
I'm
headed?
on a mission to protect something important and get something important.
Okay.
Jack, keep that up. I'm gonna look for a map. The Dean's definitely got a map. If there's a secret place, he knows where it is.
Marv, check everything.
It's in
Move
You got it.
plants,
I
move
heard it.
lights, move everything.
Wait, what
I
did you
heard it's
hear?
in the hangar. That's where we need to go. I heard
Yeah,
that's
but
where
how
it
do we
is.
get there, Chloe? We don't know where it is.
Well, that was
The
just
hangar. Just look at the school
Jack.
map.
You
It's
were a
the hangars.
senior officer. You.
Well, there are hangars with helicopters and hover ships.
Yeah, you're right. We
But
don't have access
there
to
are
time for ships.
hangars.
But when we came into the Dean's room, Officer Scott was already there, so where did she come from?
She
Wait
was
a minute,
outside
you're
the
right.
door.
Oh, she was outside the
and
door.
you guys go in, and she run past, and
Okay.
then the group.
I just want to be sure
I
where
was
she was.
mid-battle.
Okay. Then never mind.
So I'm just gonna scrounge around to look for, or even on his computer to look for a map, anything. I'm gonna do control find map.
Oh, absolutely. So as you look around in the room, there is the dean's desk, and it's really nice, heavy, fancy material for the year 3016. And then there is a hologram terminal. So you've seen him, and it's a 3D display. So he has usually. The screensaver is the map of the campus. But
Too easy.
There's also a keyboard, and you notice a kind of audio input, so you could just probably speak to it.
Wait a minute. Eddie, you're much better at this stuff than I am.
I think I can impersonate the Dean to see if I can to see if I can turn on the computer.
Yeah, you
I
get
do.
3 energy.
You are a man of many secrets. This is not my pencil.
My goodness.
Okay.
All right. So roll 1d6.
Seriously.
1.
Oh no.
Oh, 1 plus a couple of supers.
Dude, we have 7. I think we can use we can afford to
You
use
do
like
a-
5, man.
Pump it up, homeboy.
They're giving this to us.
4 supers.
Yes!
1 plus 4 supers.
I gotta hear you about your super impersonation of Dean Hines.
This is Dean Hines. Using his computer for Dean stuff.
They're using your computer!
Using my computer, yes, for the
Dean
Dean.
Hines, what may I do to serve you?
Looking for the location of the
Township hangar!
The anger hay, if you know what I mean.
Excuse me, what are you trying to locate on campus?
I need to meet Officer Scotts in the hangar.
The township
The
hangar!
township hangar. You know this computer. Don't toy with me, my good lad.
What do you need to know?
The location, so that I can meet him. We have a new recruit that needs to learn about the hangar's location. I want to show the directions to this new secret recruit.
Well, if you just go past the dean's office where you are,
Write this down.
and then you have to make a sharp left. This hole actually follows the perimeter of the campus and will lead you right past it.
Oh, you are perfect, computer. You will get the best security update from me by far.
Oh, Dean, thank you so much.
What?
Thank you so much.
I'm sorry. There seems to be a virus. Hold on. Oh.
And then all of a sudden, you hear like kind of her glitching out. But thank you so much. And then the map of the campus all of a sudden disintegrates, and you see text scroll up, and it says, Alliance member, our numbers are infinite because time is infinite. You cannot defeat us. Our goal is evil. Evil is our goal. And it just is like text that is scrolling
computer?
through the...
Computer?
I just unplugged the
printed out the map.
I unplugged the computer.
Did anybody get a good look at
It
it?
was freaking me out.
And so the text and the display powered down.
I guess
Such
we
a
should.
weird message, but at least we got the directions to this hangar.
Eddie, did you
And I
get
gotta
enough
say-
info? Can you find it?
I believe I can, my good man.
Thanks, Dean.
You did a great job, man. That was a great impersonation. Let's make our way to this hangar.
So as you step outside,
I'm gonna look first before.
Yeah, right? Because there was just some that was like, oh!
Don't want to run into that.
And then some were knocked back by Jack, right? But they've gotten up and they've left. Maybe they've regrouped to join their others.
So we're clear then.
Okay. Well, at first, that's all you kind of see. It's clear. It's quiet.
Oh, jeez, this is ominous.
Is it dark or is it?
It's just regular lighting conditions
Okay.
at
Wait,
the
wait,
time
wait,
Force
wait, wait.
Academy.
Let's check the cabinets. Maybe we could get some coats so we could blend in. And if we do get caught off guard, we could pretend.
That's a good idea.
Why not? Let's do it. We're clearly outnumbered, I think.
Yeah, I mean, what are we gonna
Amy
do?
could help
Fight
us.
them?
Yeah, we can't really fight them.
Yeah, I'm gonna go search to see if he has any closets.
we?
So you go back in the dean's office, and there's kind of a side room. It's the secretary's office, and then there is some storage unit there.
I have never been in here, but this is gonna be great.
I've been in here. I know. I mean, I just have a feeling this is where we're looking for things.
Wow! How'd you do that?
Chloe, where does he keep all of the expensive coats?
And then I kick a back, like a wall panel behind me, and this special closet pops out.
We don't need any of that stuff. Okay, grab the coats.
There's lots of data pads, files. It's just storage stuff. A really ugly sofa.
There are coats, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna take one and put it on.
I also take a coat.
So you disguise yourselves as Time Force officers.
Take coats. Yeah.
I take the expensive coat.
I think this looks great on me.
Wait, here, take this one too. Just
I'm already dressed as a Time Force officer with
So-
extremely large
not my
pectoral
color.
muscles.
So everybody except for Jen draws the top card, and that's what you find with your uniform.
Oh.
Whoa.
Alrighty.
Nice. Okay.
It doesn't have to be a secret.
Oh.
If your character wouldn't keep it secret, you don't have to.
Okay.
Nice.
What you guys find?
I got a chrono saber. This could be useful later.
Chrono Saber.
I got a vector weapon.
So did I.
Yeah.
I got an electro booster.
Ooh.
It requires a chrono saber. Good thing I got both.
Ooh.
All right, let's get a move on.
All right. So as you enter, the hallway cautiously. Again, you don't notice anything, and you start heading towards the direction that.
Wait,
Instructor
guys.
Scott-
I start walking ominously towards that area.
Like a catwalk.
Alliance. Evil.
Yes.
Evil
alliance,
times.
evil.
Yeah, about the alliance and stuff.
Walking towards the hangar.
As you kind of pass the first hall, you're going to pass several other hallways as you follow this path that's going to lead you towards the hangar. You pass one, it's empty. You pass another one, it's empty. And then the third one is not empty.
Oh.
Lightning bolts. And then you look over to your left, and it looks like the officers that had gotten hit by Jack's
Vector weapon.
vector weapon. V-weapon.
The V weapon.
V-weapon.
That's a nickname.
The V-weapon. They are kind of recollecting themselves, and they see you guys kind of walking along.
Ooh.
Just stay in
Play.
character.
Act unsuspicious.
Hey.
For the alliance.
Hey, Jack. That cloaking device that you have, can you cloak into anything?
I don't know, Eddie. I think my batteries might be dead. As it is, we're already disguised as creepy, stiff Time Force officers.
Okay.
If we make it to the ship, just make sure none of these alliance members. Just keep an eye out. Make sure we don't get any attention. You know.
Got it.
You know.
Got it.
But have a hand on your blaster ready. So we make our way towards there.
Okay. Can you all,
Oh, no.
except for Jen, roll a d6 for me?
Oh,
Good.
we can't
5.
use them. 4.
5.
Woo!
5.
Woo! Woo! Baby, yeah, we got 5s.
So did I.
Boom, boom, ba-doom.
Just want you to win. Come on.
Guys!
Guys! And so they notice you walking very stiffly by, and they're like, "Hey guys, can you help me out here?"
Yes, anything for the alliance. What do you need?
I love the alliance.
Alliance
too.
is awesome.
Alliance, so cool.
Alliance.
Guys, you're gonna kill this for me.
We got this. Oh man, I can barely get up.
Here, let me help you.
Is your
Maybe
face
you should
okay?
just stay down.
Oh, I mean, never mind. Stay down.
It's kind of a younger woman with pulled back brown hair. She looks friendly at Eddie and looks suspiciously at you.
What I mean is, here, let me help you.
Hey, she's looking at me. Hi, how's it going? Eddie here. Let me help you out.
I slowly disappear behind everyone.
So she takes your hand and readies herself, and kind of leans her arm on your shoulder. And she's quite tall, just like you are, almost.
Yeah.
And she looks at you and says, I can barely make it, but I know there are others just like you.
Oh yeah. Me and all my alliance bros, we're all cool.
Yes.
Where we meet? Where was that we were getting together?
Yeah, did you get a message from our leader? They need assistance.
We did.
Assistance, but my messenger was a little bit fuzzy.
Yeah.
Could you remind me where?
Yeah. Where exactly again?
They need assistance at the hangar. Go now.
Are we
She
not
like
at the
clutches her side and kind of steadies herself onto you.
Wait, what? We're not at the right hangar?
Let's keep going.
Get to the hangar yet. This is a side room. We gotta keep going.
Ask her where it is.
Where's the hangar?
Where's the hangar?
Where it is.
I know where it is.
Is it the same hangar? That's what I'm saying. Is it the same hangar?
It could be.
Yes, we will. That's actually where we were making our way to because we got the message. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So we'll just go with you.
Lead the way, Alliance fam.
I don't think I can.
Squad.
I don't think I can make it.
Oh, I got you. You can just hang on, old Eddie.
Wait, no. She should be able to rest, so that way we've got it handled. You're right. If you can't make it, do not worry. We do not need weakness in the alliance. All we need is success.
True. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
You rest here. We will help the alliance.
Kind of like lowers herself down with your support and
No
kind of
problem.
props her back along the wall and like kind of closes
One
her
last
eyes.
question. How many of us are at the hangar?
So many.
Good.
Infinite numbers.
Good.
Not good.
And why would we need help if we have infinite numbers? Not to question the alliance.
Never
I'm going
question the
there.
alliance, but just curious.
Yeah.
Other rangers may be there.
What? Oh no.
Go and protect our leader.
We shall. You stay here and rest yourself. Here's my phone number if you need to, like...
Eddie, we have the Alliance Messenger app.
Oh, but you gave out number? Okay. Stay good.
And she kind of, as you leave and watches you continue down the hallway, she says, remember our numbers are infinite and because time is infinite. You cannot defeat us. Our goal is evil.
Yeah, we know the motto. Our goal
is evil, and evil is our goal. And then she kind of,
Goal is
just
evil, evil is
slumps
our
back
goal.
down on the wall.
Bye.
Yeah, all right.
So did you think there was a connection there? I know she's evil.
She's evil. She's a brainwashed evil person. What are you trying to do, Eddie?
I felt the spark. I did. Thank you.
All right, listen, kids, this is not the dating game.
Oh.
Let's stay on course. We need to find this hangar right now.
Wait.
Okay.
If there are other rangers there, this is gonna be great.
I know. I can't wait. It's just around the river bend. Let's keep going.
Yeah,
Let's keep going.
let's do it.
So these hallways at Time Force Academy, they're quite large. It's almost like a city block. And there's about 3 more as you get closer and closer to the hangar. And you can hear people cheering.
What?
Yeah, like you're getting closer to, just like cheering. Like, yeah.
At this point, can we see?
No, you can hear them though.
That sounds like a large group. Is it possible to peer into any kind of door or window to see the...
No, because you have to keep going down the hall, and then you're gonna make a big left, and it's gonna be up on your right-hand side.
Okay.
Can we keep following the cheering?
Yeah, let's do
keep
that.
going,
Wait,
but we
see
better
that.
be really careful. We don't want to get noticed.
wait,
We
I
fooled
just
that other
realized.
Alliance member.
But also, if we're wearing these jackets, what if the ones that's cheering, they're cheering for the Rangers, and they're gonna think that we're bad people?
I feel like there's going to probably be a lot more alliance from my...
Come on, the
Jen's-
Rangers,
But
they
if Jen's there, then it's fine, because she'll vouch for us.
Well, look,
True.
we know that we're reasonably disguised. We need to move forward and see what's going on in there.
Let's do it.
Right,
Let's go.
Sneaky.
So you rush forward, and then you hear like more and more cheering, louder and louder. It sounds like happy or excited. Yeah, but you can't it's like the walla walla of a crowd, but you can tell it's very excited and there's cheering, and then suddenly you peer off into the distance and you see 3 more people, and you can hear them almost cheering as they move closer and closer to the hangar, but they're walking very slowly. You could catch up to them if you'd like.
What are they wearing?
They're wearing the Time Force officer uniforms, like you guys are wearing.
Let's start cheering.
Woo!
Yeah, buddy.
We are the evil stuff.
And I go up to one of them. Yeah. Make sure no one's really looking at us weird.
Sure. So they disregard you, and they also were the ones that were hit by Jack's giant vector weapon, and they're still holding themselves together. They weren't hurt as bad as the other woman that you met, and they're like, yeah, and they see you and they almost get encouraged. It's like they've gotten some energy by just seeing you guys, and they're almost encouraged by your appearance.
False hope, we got this.
Yeah.
As you walk past them, one of them tries to call out to you. Other members of the Alliance.
Yes.
Yeah, Alliance.
What are we looking at here? We came a little bit late. We ran into some bratty kids.
Yeah.
Roll D6.
I'm gonna super lie to this dude.
Okay, you're gonna super.
Can I super lie to him?
Sure.
Okay. Woo! Lightning bolt. That's a 10.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Thanks, guys.
And he says, more of us. Yes, we are infinite because time is infinite.
Yes, time is
Evil
infinite.
is our goal, and goals are evil. Yeah.
We got this. So what are we looking at here, guy?
Here, take my weapon. So you draw your top card.
Hey, thanks, buddy.
And what did they hand you?
He handed me an electro booster.
They handed you a electric booster, and then the other 2 who are standing next to him. This is an older blonde gentleman with spiky hair and green eyes, and the other 2 who are younger follow up, and they said, "Yes, our mission is evil. Your mission is evil."
Our
Look
mission
at you
is
with
evil.
wild, large, smiling grins.
I give one a high
Copy
five.
them.
Yes.
Yes? So what are we looking at? You haven't answered my question. I'm smiling at you.
What did you need?
Why are
we're
we
all
here?
cheering. Yeah, what are we cheering about? We're kind of lost because we ran into some kids.
Yeah.
Are there
Some
rangers
dude shot
in
us.
there?
Yeah, are there rangers in there?
I don't know, but last I heard, our leader is triumphing.
What?
I mean, yes.
Leader?
And remind me of our leader's name again. It just slipped my mind.
Our leader, I haven't met them myself,
Yeah, we've never met
but
them.
I believe in their
doofus.
cause.
Evil is our cause is evil. Am I right?
Right, and then here, take this.
Oh, thank you.
And they hand you their weapon.
Hey, you know what? We all actually got kind of mugged on the way here. Do you have anything else for us?
Thank
Yeah,
you for the chrono sabers.
The other officer who hasn't handed over a weapon looks over at you, Eddie, and smiles. Here, to serve your mission. And they hand over the weapon.
Sweet. Oh, a Vortex Blaster. You're the best. Go Alliance.
Wait,
How
what about
else?
me? Evil.
The other. Did you see her? Just a few blocks, hallways down. She gave me this. And he hands you another weapon. Slip over your card and add it to your deck.
Ooh, get the vector weapon.
Oh, I don't want a vector weapon.
Go
You are.
forward, join our leader, and celebrate with the others.
Yeah, let's go
Let's
celebrate.
join the leaders. Yeah, now that we got
We move forward to comply.
So you now you're about 2 blocks or 2 hallways length, and the cheering is getting louder and louder. And now you're starting to see people at the fringe of the group, and the masses are growing. And oh my goodness,
This is kind of intense, guys. How are we gonna get out of this situation?
Don't act suspicious. Blend in.
We gotta figure out what this alliance is all about.
Wait, if these guys are cheering, then what happened to Professor Scott's?
Look, Marv, we're playing it undercover. Just play it undercover, brother.
Okay.
Are you guys related?
No, it just she's the professor. Oh, you don't care about the professor?
I care.
Okay, and we're gonna continue walking forward towards
as you get closer, now you're starting to enter the opening of the launch bay. This is the hangar. This is where they all of the Time Force ships hang out. Some are for moving around Silver Hills. Some perhaps are to travel time with. Some are to travel the oceans. They have multi-purpose vehicles all in this hangar. And all of a sudden you feel this tension of the crowd and their energy, their chaotic smiles, their chaotic cheering. And you feel wary but also energized. So you all get 5 energy. So add 5 energy
That's
to
2
your...
lightning bolts.
I
Yeah.
have lots of energy.
That's a double zapper.
Right. And some of them have also, you notice, kind of are leaning on their weapons, some chrono sabers and kind of expanded chrono sabers and their giant vector weapons. They're kind of discarded them as they're cheering, but it's hard to see past them because there's so many people in the crowd and they're cheering, yes, and they're laughing and they're so excited.
Can we see what they're seeing? What is their gaze falling upon?
So it is off into the distance, but because it's not like a raised theater or something, it's like you're just pushing your way through the crowds. But they're just so ecstatic.
Everybody
I use my
link
long arms to kind of sway over here to get us
As we're
straight up.
going through,
Wait, he's way taller too, right? Oh, sorry, guys.
as we're going through, I'm collecting these weapons and just, you know.
Sure. So
Borrowing.
draw a card. Okay. And then roll a d6 for me.
I'm gonna make it super.
Okay.
Oh no, we're
You make
running out of supers.
a super attempt to
What if I
No, yeah, we should.
just
We
kind
definitely
of
Pickpocket.
pickpocket.
Ooh, 7.
7. So you pick up 5 more weapons.
Oh, you're so good at this.
I know, it's the first time I've ever done it.
Could I have one of those?
Yes, please.
Eddie, what do you see?
So flip over your card and add that to your.
All right.
Do I get one? Oh, thanks, Chloe.
Yay!
Yes.
Jack,
Oh, another weapon for me?
got you 2, bro.
Thanks.
Remember it, okay?
Oh yeah, Electro Booster, pretty awesome. Not cool, shoplifted, but thank you.
I said 5 weapons, right? So
Oh.
1,
I got.
I'll
2,
take 2.
3, 4, 5.
Definitely not cool, but thanks for the Chrono Blaster, the second one.
You already had one.
What do you see? You're taller than me. I can't see.
I'm trying to, because I'm taller, I'm going to
Sure.
try to look forward to see what everyone's staring at while I'm using my long arms to push people in the
And then you hear the shouts and cries of the pink Time Force Ranger in combat. She's fighting this dark, mysterious figure who's very tall and broad-shouldered. And that mysterious figure, all they need to do is raise a hand and fire shots left and right at the pink Time Force Ranger.
We have to go help her.
We got to do something.
I just run. I just start running towards them.
Barb, stop!
We should use our vector weapons. Does everyone have it?
Flaw.
Does everyone have a vector weapon?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm running out with my Chrono Saber. What? Vector what?
We got to use a vector weapon. Get back here, Barb!
No one's noticed me yet, right? So I just start backpedaling. Guys,
He's just really juiced about the alliance.
yes!
Listen,
Scott,
everybody, the
she's
vector
in
weapon
danger.
is something that we can use together and will do enormous damage.
Yeah, but we can't do it here. We have to get there and save Professor Scott. We
No,
can't.
the vector weapon is a long-range blaster. We can make the shot from here.
Yes, and we can make it ultra.
Yeah.
All right.
So, as the history nerd of the group, Eddie,
Yes?
look at your card that's the one that's turned down, face down. And this is what you know about the vector weapons.
Something good, right?
Well, the vector weapons. Wait. The vector weapons are a massive two-handed blaster, but the electro boosters they were developed by the Time Force Green Ranger Trip.
Trip? Oh, that's so cool.
That's
I don't know that.
amazing. So we know these are gonna be good weapons.
So we should use a Chrono
Well,
Sabers with the Electro Booster.
We gotta do
Yes.
it now. Professor Scott is in danger.
Right? If we do it together,
Should be looking at something like this, right?
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, I already had.
blaster.
Oh, that one, the Vortex Blaster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Already. Oh, I had that already. I'm sorry, guys. I completely forgot about this Vortex Blaster I had, where if we combine them all together, it fires 2 shots of energy bolts and uses it as a finishing move for small enemies.
Let's
Or
do that.
That thing.
If we could at least maim it, we could probably help Professor Scott. Not to mention, look at all these Alliance members in the way. Think of how many we could at least stun or phase.
So I say we go full Vortex Blaster, all 5 of our weapons combined.
I think we
Alright.
should make it super mega ultra.
I like that.
I'm serious, because
Let's
we
do
can't
it.
afford to
Idea.
miss.
Yes.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right.
Are we
so,
together?
Yes.
Yes.
All together.
How
All
many-
5 Vector Vortex Blasters. Let's do
all right,
it.
How many supers?
Okay, we should use 2 supers to hit. Oh, I don't want to get. Just one. We need,
Okay.
we need to be safe.
All right.
One
is
is
super mega
Ultra Vortex Blaster.
All right.
Yeah. Attack.
So, as you all use both hands to carry your very heavy vector weapons, and you put them into a configuration, but you, Eddie, you actually know the way they go and the way they line up. And so once you add your weapons together, it forms a very large, heavy cannon. And actually, two people actually have to get on the sides on their knees to hold on to it, while the other 3 support from the back.
Wow. I support from the back.
Me too, anchor position.
I'll get on these.
Get on this side.
All
All
right.
right.
So
Let's do it,
each
Chloe.
one of you roll a d6.
5.
1.
5.
Combined
Two.
or individual, Doc?
Combined.
Oh,
What do you got?
So
5.
6.
11.
11.
13.
13.
And 17.
Don't we get an
17 plus
extra roll?
super. Yeah, and ultra. So who gets the extra d6? The ultra roll.
Oh, that's a good question. Ultra, add dice to attack and damage. So
that's-
since you, I would say, since you are like the one that knows, add an extra d6.
21 attack.
3.
3.
24 plus. Did we already add the super?
We did.
Okay.
Okay.
23.
So the total is
23.
23. 23. So, as you aim towards the dark figure, all of a sudden, because you made such a big shenanigans about putting all your giant, two-handed cannons together, and they see, you guys with the huge cannon, and there's 2 of you on the side, and 3 of you on the back, and then they look really worried back at
Don't
you.
worry, we'll get the darn ranger.
Yeah.
They look back at you, and they look back at their leader, and they look back at you, and then all of a sudden they intervene. Some start charging towards you, and then some start, blocking and protecting the dark figure that Time Force Pink is in battle with.
And I cry out, no, focus on me, come after me. I'm trying to protect my students.
So, roll for damage is,
All of us?
yep, and add 2, and add a die. So, Eddie, you add 2 dice.
Ouch.
6.
Woo! 12!
17.
Oh, never mind. 17.
Oh, 23.
28.
28
Plus
plus 2 is 30. Plus you had both of your dice.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So as you fire your awesome vortex blaster towards the dark figure, it actually cuts through and penetrates some of the Alliance members that were charging towards you, and then they are knocked off to the side, defeated. And then it continues this large beam, and it hits the other ones that were trying to protect their leader, and then this gets 2 blasts, right? So another one rapid fires right after that, and now because of the way it's cleared, it has gone through and it hits both, it's gone through where the people originally were, and it actually hits the dark figure, and they are thrown back off the ramp of the time ship where Time Force, Pink Ranger, and then we're kind of locked in battle.
Now's our chance.
We need to charge forward right now.
Yeah, let's go.
So as they ready themselves, all of a sudden, before they even get up, they raise a hand and they point it at Time Force Officer Jen Scott's Pink Ranger, and a big bolt of energy throws her up into the air. And then she falls backwards.
Professor Scott!
No!
I go up to check on her. I stop my run towards the ship.
You take 18 points of damage, and you actually your morph, your suit, you actually lose your morph for a second, and then you regain kind of your Pink Ranger uniform, but it's charred. You really felt that hit.
Professor Scott, are you okay?
Professor Scott!
Guys, I'm not good. I can't battle him on my own. You need to stop him from getting on the ship. That's the most important thing. We have to keep
How do
him
we do that?
in this time. Just use all of your weapons. I trust you, but stop him.
Okay. Can we do this, Vector?
We can do this. We have to work together.
Hoyer, we have to make sure you're okay.
I'll be okay.
Listen,
I'm
an
not
easy
right now.
attack for all of us is to use our chrono blasters together. We get multiple damage if we work together.
Yes.
So let's all assemble around the time ship ramp. Let's aim at our opponents and do it in unison.
All right.
Wait, why don't we just use our vortex blaster?
Didn't we leave it back there?
Oh, you do.
It also has an energy cost, which you somebody has to.
Pay.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'll be me. Guys, I can't, we can only, the vortex blaster still needs to be charged up. It's such a powerful blast. You can only use it so often.
So should we use the chrono blaster like you
We
said,
can
Jack?
use that as a group.
Let's do it.
Let's
Yes.
do it.
So as you guys are discussing and checking in with your instructor, the Time Force Pink Ranger, all of a sudden you see he has crawled onto the ship, and the ramp is slowly starting to close. What is your move, guys?
I jump on them. I jump on the hangar thing.
You jump on the ramp.
Yeah, I jump on the ramp.
I jump on Mark.
And then you jump on
Chloe!
And then you jump on Chloe.
I'm telling you, like, the fourth thing. I mean, you know how like Captain America does the
It's
pull?
like
I'm telling
this,
you,
and then like this.
Good thing you worked out, Mark.
Yeah! I'm gonna shoot I'm gonna do a super chrono blaster shoot at this guy. 5 plus 2, 7. Oh my gosh, how many dice are you rolling?
Their leader.
It's their leader.
Good point.
You said 7?
Yes!
Is that without or minus the +2?
That's with the +2.
Okay. Let's give you like 3 points of energy.
Oh, sweet.
So, in earnest, you try your very best to hang on to the ramp as it's closing, and you're not quite sure what to do, and you fire your chrono blaster through the ramp, but you're just a Time Force cadet. You've never faced any intense evil like that before, and you hear the blaster go through the ramp, but you don't hear it hit anybody. And as the time ship raises higher and higher, you lose your grip as each finger slowly drops down, and you just can't hold on.
I'm gonna try to catch Marvin so he doesn't fall and hurt himself.
I'm attached to Marvin, so catch me too, please.
Yeah, I just don't want to fall on anybody.
And Chloe.
So,
I'm on the ground
Officer Thomas is very easily able to rush after them and then roll 1d6.
That's because I'm huge. That's a 5.
And you make quite a good cushion as you catch them, and then you absorb their energy, the energy from their fall. You absorb their fall, and you're able to safely put them down, and that ship is gone.
Professor Scott's.
So perhaps we should turn around and look at the 100 or so possessed Time Force officers behind us.
So as you look back at all the other corrupted Time Force officers, they are cheering, and then they're also scattering. So they're like, mission accomplished. They are so happy, and they're just pouring out of the Time Force Academy, leaving you guys abandoned, and they're just like eyes to the sky, like the most incredible thing has just happened. They won.
Professor Scott,
Professor-
I failed. I'm sorry.
We
We all failed.
Yeah, you didn't fail.
I missed the shot.
I failed. I had him in my grasp, and he overpowered me.
Who is he, Professor Scott?
What is
He seems to be the leader of the Alliance. Help me, we need to move.
I helped Professor Scott up because she's injured. She
Where
needs
should we
support.
go?
Should we go to the med bay?
Follow me. I have an idea.
Oh.
I'm just completely discouraged, but I'm following.
And
We follow.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. While I was finding the Alliance leader, I tried to contact my team, and they're not on the Morphin grid, and I've been with them for 17 years. And if the Alliance got to them first, I don't... Well, there's no time to think about that right now. But I need you to help me. I'm counting on each of you. So come with me.
So the officer, she goes off into another area, an area that only other Power Rangers have been in. And she emerges with the black case, and the words prototype are printed on there.
What is that, Professor?
It's something
Oh.
that can only be activated inside of one of our ships. There's an android in one of these ships. And you're gonna take it.
What?
You need to go after the Alliance leader. You need to jump through time.
Us?
And you need to bring him back here. Yes, you.
We're just cadets.
We've never.
I barely know these guys.
Jen, why can't you come with us? I mean, you're the Pink Ranger. You should be our leader.
I
Wait,
know.
she needs to protect the people here. What if the
Exactly.
Alliance came back?
I need to stay here. I need to find out who the Alliance is. I need to regain control of the Academy. I need to find out what they're doing, and I need to stop them here. I need to handle our time now. But I'm counting on you to find the Alliance leader.
But you're the Power Ranger. How will we know what to do?
We're just, you'll know. When you get on the ship, you'll know. And there's something in this box that's going to help each of you. And Jack, I need you to protect these students. For me, for the Academy, for the future, for all of us.
I'm not gonna go.
What?
I'm not gonna go.
Marvin, you have to go.
No, I would be a liability to you guys, and I can't leave you here to protect everyone on your own.
Yeah, what is this? Time traveling daycare?
Marvin,
Rude.
you've had the best ideas today. I don't think we would have made it this far without you.
We all work together so well. We work together to stop those two guys. Vesper has a great open hand slap. Chloe is good at collecting things that we can use.
And
illegally.
I saw how you guys made that vortex blaster together. I was so proud.
We need each other, guys. And Professor Scott needs us. I'm going.
I'm going too.
Okay, I'm gonna go too.
All right,
Marv?
Jack,
I'm with you.
I'm with you.
We're going to travel through time! And save the day and stuff, too. But travel through time!
But we're not rangers. What are we supposed to do once we find him?
When you get on the ship, the android, I've activated it on top of in the master hull of the ship. She's gonna lead you. She's gonna tell you what to do.
Thank you,
And
Professor
from here
Scott.
on in, you are now Rangers.
Whoa.
What?
Each of you. Each of you. And I'm counting on you. I'm counting on you to remember everything I have taught you.
We'll make you proud, Professor.
You will.
I know you will.
This is very unexpected.
I see a little piece of myself in each of you.
But maybe some more than others.
And by the time we meet again, hopefully I'll have things here under control and you'll have the Alliance leader.
We won't let you down.
We won't let you down.
How can we stay in contact with you, Jen? Will we get messages? Can we communicate through the continuum
Everything
with you?
is going to make sense once you get on the ship and talk to the android.
Okay.
I think she really wants us to get on
I think we should get going.
Let's go. As you kind of herd your flock, into the time
My
shift.
palms are sweaty.
You close, you activate the closing of the door.
I'm proud of you.
You guys can see her through the window.
I'll see you when the time is right. I believe in you,
When
each
the
and every
time
one
is
of you.
right.
Watch them, Jack. Watch them for me.
And then the door shuts, softly closed.
Wow, I hope I'm half as cool as her someday.
You're just as cool.
Stop it.
Meanwhile, Officer Thomas is clutching the case.
So what's in there, Jack?
I don't know. Let's walk into the ship and find the main control hub, and we'll find out together.
I hope it's some food. I'm so hungry.
Isn't that the control hub?
Yeah, that's it up there. We should walk into the central area.
So as you turn around, you are in one of the Time Force ships. You're just Time Force cadets. This is the first time you've been inside one of these.
I thought it'd be years before we get one of these.
We've only used one of those beat cop ones. This is something else.
Yeah, I've only experienced this in VR. This is amazing.
Yeah, this is the real thing.
This is-
I want to make sure nobody touches anything.
Oh.
There are weapons. There are weapons all over this ship, guys. If you touch the wrong thing, we could blow ourselves up and innocent people.
I've already touched
Jack,
a few
you
things.
worry too
I'll
much.
tell you
Come
that.
on, let's see what's inside that
Stop
box.
touching! Stop touching these things!
Everything kind of smells like new car smell, and there's still plastic film on some of the control panels and the displays and buttons, and the lights aren't quite on. It's dark. Only kind of the night lights that are the tracks that light up the walkways are on. And you, Vesper, because you're such a tech head, you recognize the layout of the ship. It's pretty standard, but you also can tell, like, hey, this is a special prototype that they've been developing, maybe put off to the side for some reason or another. But it looks like maybe it's a little souped up.
Yeah. Hey, why don't we just open that box now?
Yep. All right. We're gonna get with it. Let's check.
wrong?
Do you need help, Jack?
Were you supposed to put it in a thing?
No.
Does it have instructions?
It's
Is it locked? Because I've got a chrono saber.
it's locked.
What? No, she wouldn't
What
give
kind
us-
of lock is it?
It appears
know how
to
to
be
pick a lock?
it's a double
Depends.
phase hologram lock.
Well,
It's going to
a
require three
hologram.
phase gram.
Oh.
Hologram.
This is a Pelicant case.
I'm pretty good at picking locks. I mean,
Feeling you would be.
You know, this case clearly is important to Jen. If we use the wrong method to try and open it, we could destroy it. We can't do that.
I put away my chrono saber.
Maybe that android thing that she said that she activated in here can tell us something about
Good
it.
idea, Eddie. Can you help me find it? Like, where is this thing?
I look for the android.
Sure, as you roll d6 for me.
6.
So you kind of come up to a fork in the pathway, and right in front of you is kind of a central control room, and to the side there is more of living quarters, and to the right there's more of a med bay, and you can see if you keep going forward there's a below that's more of an engine room area.
Guys, I think I found like some interesting engine room area right over here.
If we're gonna activate this android, I think probably the central processing unit will be able to do something about that.
All right, let's check it out.
Okay, I start fiddling with some buttons.
why are you whispering?
So as you go up, as you go into the central command area, everything is still like wrapped in plastic, and well, it's like the future version of plastic that's biodegradable. And there is a futuristic crate. It's designed to be kind of covered with temporary materials, like, you know, it's just safe packing this stuff.
I'm gonna take off some of the wrapping.
Wait, I want to do it.
Yeah, you pop a bubble and it like sucks in and it goes away.
Right. So
favorite part.
as you kind of touch the packing material that's surrounding the crate, you see a light turn on and it blinks and it shines through.
I do it.
pulsing
What is
through-
it?
Wow.
What do you see?
It's just a blinking light of some kind. I don't
Let
know.
me check this out.
Should we push all the buttons?
Please, Vesper.
Jack told us not to push the
I
buttons.
think I've seen something like this before. So I go up to the blinking lights. Is there a control box with some
No,
buttons?
it's like if you were looking at a package, but there's light shining through the package.
It may be something inside.
Can I open this?
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna do my. I'm gonna just give it a nice snap kick.
You're going to snap kick. Would you like advantage on snap kick?
Yes.
Oh,
Wait.
we got so many supers. You might
Wait,
like
wait,
super,
I have-
super, right?
I have +1 to tech.
You do.
Oh.
I'm gonna use
But you're
that.
not.
Maybe
Vesper operator tech through kicking it.
Yes.
forcefully, I guess.
All right, so you come in and you want to investigate this technology
Yes.
that's wrapped up in this packaging, and you decide to do your snap kick.
I do.
All right, roll 1d6.
2.
2.
And I make it a super snap kick.
So it's a 4.
Yes.
Okay.
What's going on back there?
kicking the box.
As you
She's
decide
kicking
to snap kick right at the box.
Yes.
The effectiveness of your kick is like a blade that is cutting through cardboard. And then suddenly, as your leg is going through, it's like an explosion of biodegradable packing peanuts that don't last very long over the environment. It's the year 3016. And then in the explosion, there is a humanoid robot, a little bit short.
What the heck
with
is
a
that thing?
saucer-shaped head.
I go up to it. Excuse me, robot. What is your name?
I am Alpha 55.
The head on that thing looks like two walks put together.
Alpha 55.
Wow.
How astute of you. Time Force
feelings.
officers, how may we be of help?
Oh my gosh, it's an actual alpha. I've read about these.
Hey, Alpha 55, we have this black box. Can you help us open it?
Isn't that an archaic system?
Oh my goodness. Wait, what were you just doing? Yeah. What were you just doing? How did you get in here?
That's a long story. What's your name, Alpha?
Alpha 55.
That's a really long story.
Can we call you
Ay, ay,
855?
Hey.
How about Alpha?
Alpha.
Alpha's good.
Very well. Whatever you may like, Time Force officers.
Well,
Can you make-
855, can you... Wait a minute. Professor Scott's programmed this thing, right?
Yeah.
Yes, she activated me to help you on your mission. Ay. And then Alpha scuttles over to the command center, the central command.
Dude, I've been working on this thing for
console.
hours. I don't know what to do.
And he kind of very carefully peels off some of the plastic, like they're about to tuck in somebody to bed or something. And beep.
Of course, you gotta take out the plastic.
Ay. I see. There is some recent activity in the time stream. Who has escaped?
There was some
don't
being
really know.
about the Alliance.
It was
and,
a dark thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know much, but we know it wasn't good.
And then all of a sudden, Alpha pulls a lever and flicks 2 switches, and then the central command display. There's a hologram that emerges, but all you see is kind of like a wormhole of colors flowing. And ay. Alpha raises their hands and goes, ay. It seems they have traveled to the year 1994 to a place called Angel Grove.
1994.
Guys,
Yes.
I've read about this. I think that there may be other Power Rangers in that time.
The
what?
OGs.
Really?
Yes.
There's also a very robust construction industry.
But this is but I'm concerned because if that beast was trying to destroy all the Rangers here and has now traveled to 1994, could he also be trying to destroy the Rangers there or all the Rangers?
Maybe he's trying to destroy the Rangers before they even became the Rangers.
Great point, Vesper.
Wait,
I just got
Alpha
chills.
55. How do we open this box? Professor Scott's entrusted this to us, and
We gotta catch that guy.
Oh my goodness, there's so much to get ready. Yes, music, hairstyle, clothes. We have to train you to become.
you're not touching this thing.
And so Alpha gets closer to the case and approaches it kind of very intently. And you were right, Officer Thomas. There was a hologram required, and so Alpha forms a little hologram. It's an identification kind of 3D imagery, and then the case is able to open.
Boom, boom, boom. What is it?
What's in
What
there,
are you seeing?
I don't want to alarm you,
Huh?
but it's morphers.